Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday's Girls Gets Glory on D&D. But today, we have a very special event. It is not just Girls Gets Glory. It is
Boys Butts Glory!
We did not rehearse that at all, but it's just so much fun to say. Boys Butts Glory is back. We did this once last year with some amazing players. So if you want to check that out, it is online. But yes, today's our special episode with 3 amazing male players, and it's going to be incredible to bring them into the fold. Also, we have a giveaway today, so that's a good thing to note. We will be giving away a player's handbook. So it's just ! raffle if you want to join that. And also, we can ship it internationally anywhere you want in the world. So ! raffle, but you do have to be present in chat to win it.
We will check.
Yep, we do. We actually do.
Yeah, so I just want to do like quick introductions because these are new faces. We have Chandler Massey over here, an amazing man playing the character today. Dan Steinberg, the wonderful Dan.
Yes, this is birthday.
Happy birthday!
And of course, in the left over here, my left, GCM, Jason Charles Miller.
What?
We should definitely do that. I think that's pretty much it for today because it's technically a one-off. This is not in conjunction with our storyline. So this is going to be a couple hours of good old fun. So let's start on the right if you want to begin, Chandler, and just say who you are, what race and class you're playing, and your name, your character's name.
Yes, I am Gavin Bartle Sniff. I am a super chill, very laid back half elf.
Wizard.
Warlock.
Warlock.
Oh.
Warlock.
Yikes.
I thought you said
That
wizard.
is awkward.
Awkward. Nobody knows what you are.
Well,
I am Eliwick Emberly, and I'm a gnome artificer.
All right, I am playing Strazis Hillo. I am an Airgenosity arcane trickster.
I'm just Kelly D'Angelo, the woman of many faces. All right.
I am Pigeon, and I am a dwarf bard with my twin
Boot!
Boot.
Boot is Tempest Cleric. Lots of lightning. Pew pew.
Dwarf.
Dwarf.
Hello, and I am Engrad Justicor, human paladin of Helm, who has taken the oath of vengeance.
Dad.
Dad!
I'm also the caretaker for these.
So, let's just get right to it. Let's get right to the bones of the story and move from then on out. We'll pick the raffle probably at our break, but who knows? So stay tuned. It'll be good fun. And we'll also be in chat, and we'll take your questions then. So, let's begin, shall we? It has been a fun year together as a nondescript adventuring party of sorts. You guys had met in a very small tavern in Coneyberry, not too far south from here, off the Tradeway, an intersection of quite a few well-known, well-traveled roads. You met at Harlow's Heart, and from there you guys began for about a year or so using each other's skill sets and resources to enter the Lurkwood, and came out not unscathed, but definitely scathed with some great things in hand. All of you guys over the last year have acquired, or maybe have not acquired, but at least acquired friendships and items, most definitely. So there's all these fun trinkets that you guys have had, and some of them just look normal, like a bag of something, or just like a shiny sword. But it's been a fun journey nonetheless. And after you guys exited the Lurkwood, after this very long battle of different kind of scaly creatures of sorts and dark shadowy creatures and just fighting together and hoping to make it out, you did so. You made it out of the Lurkwood, the dark areas of the Lurkwood, into much calmer territories. And after that, it's cold, it's getting chilly, it's really nippy right now, and you just want to have a nice day. Just a nice day away from all of the chaos of darkness and danger. And you guys actually know, and you had a feeling, a couple of you guys, I'm gonna say you, have been pretty regimented in terms of your calendar, your Dalek Reckoning calendar following. And you had followed, very specifically, it is something called the Midwinter Festival. And if you can make it to Mirabar, which is probably the closest city to here, which you guys actually have been to before, not too far away, you feel like you can make it in time for the very beginnings of that festival. So you have been traversing this road for some time, having exited the Lurkwood, the long road, which cuts up and down the Sword Coast, trying to make your way towards these snow-capped mountains in the distance and a very, very long road. And you're just getting towards an area where you think you can see. It's kind of a cloudy day, a little hazy. So let's just pick it up as you guys are walking along the road. I'll say talking about your adventures through the Lurkwood together. Take it from there.
Rock.
Boulder.
Remember? Bird? When
Bird.
the bird almost
Bird.
almost pooped,
On me?
but didn't.
Nope.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
Wow. Well, if we continue north for about, I don't know, a few more days, hours, we might make it to the winter festival.
Festival.
Lots of rock.
I know you two will very much enjoy it.
Partner.
Partner.
Hey.
Yes, partner. Sometimes I just don't understand what they're saying.
How long have they been traveling with us and they still haven't learned common?
I fear it's because I've been speaking to them in Dwarvish, and I haven't, I've been coddling them.
You're encouraging them.
I've been encouraging them.
They need discipline.
We really should speak to them in common more often.
I agree.
We're talking about you two. Boot. Yes,
Yes.
and pigeon.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Speak common so that you might learn it quicker.
Okie dokie.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
Rock.
Yes, rock.
They know rock.
They do know rock.
They
know
I mean,
bird.
they are
Big rock.
dwarves. It makes sense they know rock.
What's the thing up in that grows from the ground and it's green?
Tree.
Oh. Well, I mean, I think
Maybe
they
they
got
are
it.
good.
You not know tree?
Tree.
Oh.
Is tree.
Yes, thank you.
That,
Yeah.
no tree.
Oh, great.
We know tree. We know tree. We know tree.
And you guys are passing quite a lot of trees at this point. They had gone from this kind of deciduous and half coniferous forest, now just truly becoming coniferous. Like these trees are grand and beautiful. There's not really snow yet, but there's a frost around the ridges that has kind of created some beautiful icicle texture. And it is, again, the fog and the haze. It's just from the pure maybe a combination of wind and also kind of the moisture of the air from where you guys are coming from coalescing. So it is a little hard to see. You guys have a viewpoint right now of maybe about 250 feet in front of you for some of you who have that scope of vision. But yeah, it's a bright white winter's day, and it is getting cold. So as you guys are kind of feeling your bodies freeze up, whether it be you're wearing a lot of metal or if you're wearing simply an overcoat, how is everyone handling the cold right now?
Oh, we're good. We're bundled up like
We
know,
have winter coats.
overprotective parents. Kids end up with like 7 layers of coat. That's what we've done to each other.
Like a Christmas
Yeah.
story.
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Can't put your arms down.
Nope, we just look kind of
So I'm gonna say then that your speed is halved because you guys are walking and waddling with a bunch of coats on.
But
Um,
we're still like trying to run.
Yeah, you're still trying to run.
Do we still have goats?
Do we okay, so we had riding goats before.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I'm
No!
gonna say after a very difficult encounter in the Lurkwood, they went missing, and you don't really know what happened. You guys feel like you might have known what happened because after they went running away, you heard the sounds of things being torn apart and you saw
Oh.
blood splattering, but you
goodness.
you try to shield their eyes from the vision.
Mm.
But they have no idea. They just think that they went missing and they think that they'll be back.
Give me to a farm.
Finding goat. Finding goat.
I'm wearing quite a few layers.
Yes, you are.
And on top of all my layers, I have a robe covered in patches. And I'm wearing 2 hats. Well, a helm and a hat. So really, I've acquired quite a bit of clothing.
Yeah, I think that's a good case. So I'm going to say that you're at least not freezing. You're
I'm
comfortable.
all right. And I also have my dinosaur.
You
which
also have
may
a
not know.
dinosaur, a mechanical dinosaur
I have a
with you.
mechanical servant, which I built from hand. It's an Allosaurus. His name is Alfred. And Alfred, well, he's a smaller Allosaurus. Not quite to scale, but I did that on purpose.
And as his body is kind of moving, your mechanical dinosaur along with you guys
Yes, well done.
behind you, he is getting a little frozen cold because the metal plates are kind of rusting up. So you have to oil him every few minutes and just make sure that he's all, primed and ready and isn't going to rust in this condition. But you're taking good care of him. You feel like he'll be okay, though if he could feel cold, he would be.
Better boy, Alfred. Well done.
I can heat him, make him warm.
Oh, maybe too warm.
Too warm?
Maybe too hot.
Too hot?
Maybe. We just
He's
spread.
all right for now.
Then it just
Thank you. That is very kind of you, Pigeon.
Maybe you can heat me? Because I didn't pack for this weather.
Yeah, you are freezing. You're freezing cold.
Someone's wearing 2 hats and it's not even offering me one.
Would you like? Well, my hats are rather attuned to me,
Ah,
but perhaps I have something.
Yeah. We both take off a jacket and then kind of like tie them together by the sleeves and then put them over you.
I will also note there's a lot of wildlife out here. There's a lot of foxes, chipmunks, beavers, things of that sort.
I'm gonna chase one.
Get
Okay.
the coat out of it.
Friend.
All right. So in your outfit,
Yep.
with all of your coats, you begin to. Can I just have you make a dex saving throw?
Oh sure. This is probably gonna. What's my dex? Oh, my dex is all right. I think that's just a 12.
A 12? Okay, yeah, you're running in the snow and then you like fall in the snow.
Sounds right.
And you like have to flip around and you have to stand back up. And every time you're
wobble
chasing
over.
a beaver, yeah, every time you're
wobble
chasing
over
a
to help-
oh, you're
help
helping.
them
I end up falling. We're just helping each other up and falling.
Yeah, this goes on for about 5 minutes until there's definitely no wildlife nearby you guys. On the left-hand side of the road. The right-hand side of the road, though, there's tons of creatures and animals. If anyone is freezing cold and wants to make use of them.
yeah. Can I cast create bonfire under one? Because I'm also kind of hungry, so I'm cold and I'm hungry.
You want to make a friend, you
Well,
monster.
you don't want to burn up the fur,
Oh,
so we could make you a coat.
oh yeah. Well, gloves. I like gloves first, and then we can do a coat after.
So you want to create bonfire, against some of these creatures you're seeing nearby? What is the range?
The range
yeah.
is 60 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll to hit one of the wildlife creatures, which I conveniently have bought. I'll show you which one you're potentially gonna kill along the way. Let's see if I can find them. Yeah.
Do I add my
There's a
spell
really
attack?
cute bunny. There's a really cute bunny. Just
No.
hopping along,
Cute.
enjoying its
You monster.
I rolled a 19.
a 19.
Oh,
Oh
that
my
bunny.
goodness. Okay, so you cast out your arm, you create a bonfire right beneath the bunny as it's just like singed and burned in ash. You hear the little squeals. However, the smell of smoked rabbit hits your nose right away. You go over to it, you pick it up, and you have a singed leather body of a rabbit, as well as the meat cooking tenderly within it.
Let me see if I can shoot my light crossbow at something for him as well.
Okay. You look around. Can I have you roll a quick perception check just to see what animals and creatures you see?
Oh.
Scare them all.
Nothing. A 1.
Oh, one.
I see absolutely nothing.
So what I'm gonna say is you accidentally see something covered in snow to the left of you, and you turn and you go to hit it. What's your armor class? Can
19.
you roll to hit?
Oh.
Oh goodness. 16.
Okay, yeah. So it just pings off of you as you kind of turn around and you see your gnomish friend just shooting.
Boot.
I'm not rabbit. I'm boot.
I thought you were a deer.
No, I'm not
apologize.
deer. I'm boot.
Yes, you are Boot. And you know what? I have something for you. I have a little gift. Make you both very happy
Okay.
for shooting you. I'm so sorry.
All right.
I take a patch off my
Okay.
robe,
All right.
drop it, and it turns into 2 mastiffs. Little pets for you. You may ride them.
I'm gonna, because of the minis I currently have available, I'm actually going to make them, if it's okay with you, 2 small dinosaurs. 2 small dinosaurs, just because of the minis that I currently have. We'll say that
Oh
was
my
a
God.
dinosaur patch to shape after Alfred.
Oh Oh my god.
I have stats for them, and they're mastiff stats.
Fantastic. They're mastiff stats, but you
Oh my
currently have 2 dinosaurs in front of you.
Tree.
Tree.
Eliwick.
Oh! Named for me.
Eliwick 2.
I'm so touched.
No, there are 3.
Oh my
There's so many.
Eliwick, Eliwick, and Eliwick 2?
No.
Eliwick.
Eliwick.
Well, I'm honored. Enjoy.
So as you guys you guys can pet them or try to hop onto
I'm
them.
immediately
Um,
hopping on.
Yeah.
Okay, animal handling check
And-
then
and
if you guys are trying to
petting
ride them.
Lyle. Where's my
Alright,
animal
keep
handling?
it.
14.
Okay, yeah.
Oh. 6.
Okay, there's so much snow on you still that it takes another 5 minutes of you falling off your
Yeah.
dinosaur on each path to continue forward.
Can I just hold on to its tail and get dragged behind?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you do. It's actually quicker than what you are currently moving at as your dino is moving forward. Eliwick.
Should I give... Oh, wait, I can't. Never mind. I was going to give them my stats, but I have stuff printed on them.
But yes, they're in the mastiff stats, just in case. So as you guys are continuing forward, again, it's getting cold. It's getting very chilly. So I need to know from the 2 of you how you're handling this cold.
I definitely have something that's for chilly weather, but not for cold weather. So I'm a little cool. I could be warmer, but also I'm not going to admit to it. And it's just it was too much work when I was in town to go find the place where I would buy the furs. So I'm passing the time by doing things like using my mage hand to drop a little snow down the back of Angrod's armor, or
Your
that kind of
vengeance
thing.
keeps you warm.
You don't know what that slippery, slimy feel is?
I will not admit that I am cold.
No?
Nope.
But you are.
I mean, I have padding underneath between my body and the armor, but
Okay, I want the 2 of you and you to make a con saving throw, please.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh no.
22.
Okay.
natural 20.
Oh, really?
Mm,
Those are nice
Okay,
dice.
I'm going to say that your body naturally runs a little hot.
Okay,
So as,
it does.
as he is dumping snow on your back, it automatically turns into water. And it's actually cooling sensation. It's actually kind of comfortable. This is the first time you're actually kind of comfortable with your armor in the cold, and you're not cold at all. You're able to kind of fend it off as best you can.
7.
Yeah, your little half elf blood is it is thin, and you are pulling this cloak to you, but you are dragging your feet behind. I'm actually going to give you a point of exhaustion
Oh.
as you're moving forward, and you're also going to take 6 points of cold damage,
Ooh.
just from how freezing cold it is. So what I'm going to say is, as you're moving forward, slowing down, some of the pure cold and condensation from your nose creates an icicle that just drips all the way down the front of your nose. And it's just this long icicle as he's walking forward.
I
Freezing.
can lick it though for when I'm thirsty.
Gross. That gross.
However, you guys are just at this point for your sakes, you're also trying to find a place to get warm because it is cold.
But didn't he create a bonfire?
He did, but you guys, I'm assuming, with the Allosauruses have been dragging past. If you guys want to
It
sit
only
by the
lasts a minute.
bonfire, yeah, it
I
warmed
keep
your hands
passing
for a bit, but you're still pressing on, I'm gonna say.
Would a lantern put off any heat?
You don't believe so. You think something that could create some sort of warmth would be torches might help, but
do
they're
have
only going to
torches.
provide a very small amount of recovery in an otherwise freezing cold situation.
Someone
I'm going to
put
pull a little vial out of my bag for him.
Okay.
I can see how not well you are, darling. Let me just...
Anybody know off the top of their heads if there's torches in a police pack?
I think everything is given at least 4 to 6 torches, so I think you
Yeah?
have
I
them.
don't know
Yeah.
if I have a
You're back to
torch.
full health.
Oh.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna.
Oh, and you popped him one of the healing
Healing
potions.
drafts.
So you grab one of the healing drafts out of your patch, shove it into his hands, you drink it, and you're healed up. You feel much better.
Turmeric.
Here are all of the packs.
I
But for anyone who does happen to have torches on them, I'm going to say that you guys are kind of using your sensibility, striking them up and moving forward with them. It's providing a very small amount of comfort in an otherwise freezing cold situation, but thankfully it's just hitting midday, so it's not like it's getting dark and even more cold just yet.
How many hours do we think it will take for us to get to?
I actually would love for all of you guys to roll a perception check.
13.
19.
Dice are not.
Yeah.
Ten.
Oh,
Right.
we gotta clear
Nice.
this hat a little bit.
7. And you rolled a...
The most perceptive.
13.
I rolled an unnatural one.
Okay, unnatural one, okay.
5.
5.
Why are
Okay.
you so-
I have no idea. I
This
think it's
landed
going
on
to take a
one
month.
3 times.
Yes. This haze is just really, really hard to see through. However, on the very cusp of what you think might be a little bit of wind that was breaking, because you're just like looking straight ahead and trying to get a little bit more comfortable, though you're fending off the cold right now. You see what appears to be a beautiful ice cold river that is completely frozen over and glistening in the distance, and the actual kind of haze of the day is kind of settling down. You realized it was probably something a mix again of some strange natural occurrence of the land here, or maybe it was the actual river giving off a little bit of heat. It's not completely frozen over. There's a very thin layer of ice on it, but it sparkles at you and you can see you're hitting it, and then you see a bridge not too far in the distance. So you have a feeling and you kind of know. I'm gonna actually have you roll a history or a survival check.
All right. I will do history. Ooh, that's going to be a 12.
12? Okay, you know that Mirabar is nearby the Mirar River. So you're no more than 20 minutes away maybe from Mirabar right now, as long as you can just get over this bridge and the ice and continue to beat against this cold. But
Don't worry, Angrod. We're almost there. Then we'll get some ale. You want that?
Ooh,
Mm.
beer!
I don't know if I
Beer,
trust
beer,
you or
beer,
not.
beer, beer.
Still.
After all this time?
Exactly. That's why I don't trust you.
Ooh,
Fair.
ooh, that's
But because it's so cold, maybe you're telling the truth.
it's okay.
Look, I want to be warm just as much as you do.
Fair enough.
as you guys press further and further along the long road here, though it is cold, a very light snow flurry occurs in the sky. These big, gigantic, almost comically gigantic snowflakes, some of them the size of your nose, which are huge in comparison. Even for a tiny little gnome, that's a big snowflake. As they're all beginning to fall from the sky, it's kind of serene in some ways, though you guys are freezing and you still have that long icicle dripping from your nose that you're occasionally licking, according to you.
Stay hydrated.
It's really kind of a nice sight as suddenly the sparkling river in front of you, kind of, you have to move your eyes for a second because the refraction of the light and the sun is just hitting it in a way where you had not seen the sun yet. But it's kind of that sunny snowstorm. It's very pretty. It's very nice. It's not impending in any sort of way. And against this river glistening at you, you actually take a moment as you shield your eyes, but you look back and you see before you something that is clearly Mirabar. Just huge mounds of stone and glittery, beautiful rocks everywhere possible. I mean, even the river in itself is lined with this beautiful kind of shimmer, and you didn't realize that the shimmer in itself is actually from all different geodes and rocks that are just pouring out from there.
Wow.
As you approach,
I nudge Boot and I go, rock.
Rocks.
and you actually see before you these giant walls, and these walls are probably made of geodes or stones, but they're covered right now in ice that seems to be all covering against it. So there's this double glistening happening as the sun's refracting off of it, and there's a very large center entry port where you can see there's a lot of people busying themselves, getting ready for things, hanging up all different stones of different shapes in the style of snowflakes. You also catch that people are pouring water over the top of where the walls are. So they're trying to create this glisten, this like ice wall, as maybe both a barrier or for some sort of seasonal fest. But it's creating a really cool sight because it's just at the cusp of that freezing cold.
Are there like geodes around, or are they just used for decoration?
Right now it looks like there's a lot used for decoration, but do you want to roll a perception check?
Yes, I do. Alright. Come on.
This
I knew
must be
that.
20
Come on.
minutes.
So
Okay,
cocked.
I'm rolling.
Roll with big eyes.
Okay. 12.
12. You're looking for geodes, but the most prominent ones are definitely the ones by the river's bed that are ginormous, maybe double the size of your body. As well as there's quite a few that are like ingrained into the wall in a distance, but you're not really able to see right now with your dwarven vision. You can't see any particular rocks that you can grab. But it seems like this place is really dedicated to the craftsmanship of mining. You can just see everywhere. There's rocks from above ground, all different sort of ores and silvers and golds and geodes. It's a really beautiful, beautiful city to walk into. And it's nestled right against the river's bed and these gorgeous snow-capped mountains with all these pines all behind it. It's really pretty. So what do you guys want to do as you're approaching?
Running right on up.
Wait!
So you guys are just running in. Okay, so
This is familiar territory for the kids.
It's true.
They're back.
I kind
Okay.
of wanted to go break one of those geodes by the river.
Go break it. Oh wait, no. If you're gonna go break it, I have some smith's tools. I can come and help you.
Oh.
I'm going to stop them.
No.
all right, so you see Pigeon running with what do you have? Which weapon?
I have a silvered battle axe.
Okay, so you take your silvered battle axe and you just kind of thrust it in the air and start to run as you like stop them in front of you.
No. We will not be breaking anything. Do you want me to take the Eliwix away? All right then. Let's be civilized. Do you know this word geode? Geode. It's a
Geode.
rock.
Joe.
Yes. Yes. Very good.
Judge.
Very good. Come on now.
So as you guys are talking at the river's edge, there's quite a few people busying themselves here, getting ready with carriages, horses, loads that seem to be shipping out. You also see a secondary road that seems to cut from the entrance point. So there's another road that cuts across wherever Mirabar is. But there's quite a few characters there. So there's a lot of dwarfs and a couple of humans, but a lot of dwarfs getting ready for whatever the seasonal event is.
As we go into the town,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna shout in Dwarvish, "Hello, friends!"
Uh-huh. I'm like Boots gonna be going between different dwarves that they see. Go hello, 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 hello.
As you guys are trying to like walk in, a couple of the dwarfs stop you guys, like as you're trying to walk in. Before you're in, you can already see that entrance point and these beautiful, large, white and clear crystal blue walls that you're walking towards with the refracting geodes in it. There's a beautiful, bustling city. These tall buildings all kind of stacked on top of one another. There's a bunch of wreaths and pines getting strung up. You see a couple people bobsledding or sledding down off of the walls into the center, and it looks like there's a race going on. Like they're all cheering and screaming. You see people skating, maybe doing some sort of skating with silver on their on the bottoms of their feet on some sort of ice in the center. It's a real scene. I mean, it's real bustly right now, and there's tons. And you smell the smell of cinnamon and cardamom hits your nose. There's a lot of hearth foods here, like raspberries and currant, and you can just smell all of these things intertwining and intermixing. There's jams being sold on the street. It is wonderful as you're looking through the entrance, but all of these dwarves like line up and stop you guys before you walk in.
Hello.
I speak to them in Dwarvish. Hello.
Oh, you speak our language.
Yes, I have been studying it for a while.
Well, you're a gnome.
I am.
But gnomes don't speak Dwarvish.
I've been studying Dwarvish.
I'm
I've
quite
also been
impressed.
studying these two. They're
Hello.
Hi, hello.
I am Boot. This is Pigeon. We've been here before.
We have.
You're
Uh-huh.
little kids.
Uh-huh.
You're little dwarfs.
Uh-huh.
Not so little.
No, we have.
Look at my beard.
Look, it's mine.
Oh, well, you're quite cute. Are you guys here for the Midwinter Festival?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes?
Mhm.
You all look a little, I mean, a couple of you look like you're dressed right, but quite a few of you don't look like you'll be handling yourself well here. I would dare say that if you continue to stay on the street, you might get sick.
Yes, where can we find some warmer clothes for them?
Yes, there's a couple places in town. If you just go this main route down straight in the center, but watch out for the center because there's a couple of festival events happening. There's a couple sleigh rides happening, and there's also in the center there's a skating competition. So there's a lot of things happening right now. But if you hit, there's Marek's Hats to the left, and then there's also Illin's Wares if you want to go there. But there's lots of places you can get coats. I mean, pretty much half of us are selling it.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Is there gambling on the skating?
Well, I mean, gambling? We don't really do that sort of thing here. Gambling. Roll a persuasion check.
Natural 20.
Uh,
So for 21.
Okay, she pulls you real close and like pulls your ear down. Like this unassuming dwarven woman who is very bustly, has this huge thing of different spices and herbs, just kind of dressing everything in them right now. She pulls you close and she goes, "Yeah, maybe maybe there's a place that you can do some of that gambling on these sleigh rides." But you didn't hear it from me.
Very
What?
loudly, Boo just goes, "Are you doing bad?"
He's always doing that.
Do I hear this conversation?
No, she pulled him really close. So he's like, "Do I know of any gambling?" And then all you see is her pull him close
But
as
I
she's
heard him
whispering
ask
to
about
him.
the gambling.
Yes, you did.
Oh, this is flirting.
And she says, "Talk to Anvilis
Now we know.
Banner at the Golden Hand, excuse me. He also might be at Thalarin's Many Metals, but he's at the Golden Hand or at Thalarin's Many Metals, and he usually takes bets, but the event's happening in no less than 30 minutes, so you would want to go get that done quite quickly. Get your bets on.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You didn't hear anything from me?"
Of course not.
And she takes a piece of rosemary and like puts your face on it, like puts your face in it. And then she does it actually to everybody else too. She just like, and right now your whole face smells like rosemary. And what you're catching is that there's like a scent almost emanating from it, like really strong. Like it's really giving off a scent.
Can I have one?
Roll a persuasion check too. These are her holiday gifts.
22.
Yeah. Yeah. She has her basket full and she says, "I don't know what it is about all of you, but you're really making me feel like it is the midwinter festival." And she just thrusts the basket towards you and lets you guys take whatever you want from it. There's all different spices within it and it's really big. She recommends you only take one because the different smells will compete with one another.
I take two of the same and shove them into the top of my doublet so they're like sticking out.
Great.
And I can constantly smell them.
Okay, sounds great. So you have a bunch of rose. Also, you take the rosemary she had, and it's all up and down your cheeks and your neck. It's fantastic.
I stick mine in my hair with all my flowers.
Okay. So you put a bunch of clove in your hair. It's the smell of clove coming from you. Do you guys want to take anything? You can take anything you want, I guess.
I do like the smell of clove.
Yeah?
I feel like it reminds me of my childhood and puts me in a rather joyous spirit.
She gives you a huge handful of it, hands you over this bundle of clove. She doesn't really know what you want, so she like takes out a cinnamon stick and puts it on your nose icicle. So you currently just have
Thank
this
you.
huge cinnamon stick coming, but it smells great because it's right by your nose. So the wafting. Do either of you guys know what you might want? There's all different spices within her basket.
Just gonna take a little sprig of thyme and just put it behind my ear.
Oh, great. So you have a little Air Genasi sprig of thyme going. It smells great. It like envelops your whole head. Like the scent is really nice. And what would you like?
Wait, Boot's gonna grab a
You
thing
don't
of
want
cinnamon and just shove it into a hole in his armor.
I'm gonna grab one and I'm gonna twirl it in your beard.
They took my share.
But as she says it, she whisks you away, allows you guys inside, tells the other folks on the outside that they're just visitors for the Midwinter Festival. No traders, nothing like that, or anybody trying to do any sort of business. You guys are just trying to have a pleasant day. So you begin to walk into the center square, and you're all of the scents are hitting you. This really thick, like kind of almost porridge-looking drink everyone's drinking. It's got this red currant glow to it. It's really strong scented. It smells like mold something. It's hard to tell what berries might be in it, but it's sludgy. Like these dwarves are chugging it by the handfuls. Like they're just like slurping it out of like it's everywhere.
We're gonna go grab it.
Oh,
We want some.
Okay, so as you run up to them, the guy there is kind of burly and he's got big rosy cheeks right now and a big red nose. He's been drinking and he's got like all of this facial hair. You can barely see his face. As he turns to you and he goes,
You are definitely too young to drink, right?
No,
No.
we are
With
adults.
deception checks.
We are adults.
I'm gonna show him my beard.
I'm gonna go up and I'll say, look, these kids are with me. It's okay. They can drink.
Boot does this.
Yeah.
Boot does this.
18.
16.
Okay, and I want you to make I'll give you a persuasion check with advantage because they rolled so well too.
That's gonna be a 13.
Okay, yeah. He takes a moment, and all three of you guys kind of go up, and he goes,
Ah! Are you watching him?
Yes.
You're watching him?
We are
Good, because
adults.
he's a baby. He can't drink.
Mhm.
But you are definitely at least teenagers. Yeah.
Older. I am a gentleman.
Oh,
Grown.
good. Here you go. Here's some of the slush, the mulberry slush. Have some. It'll make you feel real good.
Yes.
I'm
How
real,
much?
real good.
How much?
How do we pay?
You pay me just as a 2 copper piece. It's not
Okie
too much.
dokie.
One more.
"Do you give him an extra?"
I want one more.
Yeah, I'm gonna get another 2.
He's really confused. He gives you another after you pay him again, but he's kind of so drunk that he doesn't really. He's seen double kind of thing.
Two copper piece.
He literally thinks he's seeing double. Like he thinks you're one person.
I'm grabbing. We are the same person. I'm gonna drop a couple silver.
Yeah, he's like,
Are you giving me too much? I should stop serving you alcohol. You.
No.
Anybody else want a drink?
I was.
I
starting
pay
to-
for you.
Yeah, we're just like buying everyone drinks.
great. So they hand out drinks to these 12-year-old dwarfs. Hand out drinks to everyone. Let me reiterate: 12-year-old dwarfs are handing out drinks to
I
everybody.
pay
for you.
We
What?
will buy.
Thank you. I think I'm going to take both
No.
theirs.
I chug it.
Wait, does your dog want a drink? You got weird dogs.
Yes.
Your
Yes.
dog gets a drink for your dogs.
After Eliwick
I'm
takes
chugging.
my drink, I'm just gonna take 2 more.
Let me see if I can
Yeah,
grab
he gives
them.
you a total of about 8 drinks for the 8 copper
I'm
piece or so you
chugging
get.
as
I-
many as I can.
Can I sniff the drink first?
Yeah, sure. Just roll a quick nature check.
I just grabbed a couple silver, like 3 silver, 2 silver.
7.
7. The smell
Seems fine
hits
to
you, and
me.
it smells just like cinnamon, like really strong cinnamon.
Could that be because there's a cinnamon stick right by my
I
shoulder?
don't think you realize that. With a perception check of 7, I think you're just like
Cinnamon.
cinnamon.
But then as soon as I taste it, I'm like,
Oh, there's no cinnamon in
The
it.
smell, the taste don't match up.
Drinking all of it.
You what?
I'm going to try to stop them from drinking.
Each
Okay.
time
The
she
drinks.
takes one from me, I'm just gonna put 2 more
Uh-huh.
copper down until I
So there's this little gnome. You're at this stall. He's serving you, but he's seen double, so he feels like he's giving one person a drink, and he's really thinking they're getting drunk. But he passes them out to all of you. He doesn't stop you guys. After 2 of these, though, I need you guys to roll a con saving throw. So whoever drinks 2 needs to roll
I've
a
been
con
trying to
save.
stop them from
Oh,
drinking.
I've
haven't had
absolutely
any, 'cause
had
Eliwick
to.
keeps
I've
taking
absolutely had to.
I'm gonna say that from the buzzy, I'm gonna say that at least they got down 2 before you were able to stop them. At least, yeah.
I rolled a 10.
For your con
Yeah.
save? Okay.
Yeah, I've got like what was?
I just rolled a nat 20.
Oh!
I'm doing good.
I got like a 14.
Okay. So you guys are actually holding your liquor pretty well for dwarfs, all things considered. Though you're 12, it's a little watered down. It's not. You would have to drink a lot of this. You would have to drink a lot of this too in order to get really drunk. But you slam these back like it's candy, and it tastes like candy, and it's delicious. It has this really, it has a little bite at the end that's like an orange zest, and it just kicks your face, and it's delicious. You taste the same thing, but the fact that there's cinnamon, it smells like cinnamon, and you're drinking it, you're like off put by the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have one.
You
Or
only-
half of one. And I say to Gavin, we should get you a cloak or a coat or something.
And some gloves.
Yes.
We know shop.
We know
good
winter shop.
for big good hats.
Yeah?
Yeah, big good coats.
Can we go?
Yes.
Because I have hypothermia.
What? What is that?
I believe your ears may be dying as I look at them.
Should we go to Ellen's wares?
There is.
Or Merrick's?
Yes.
Nice.
We bought hats there.
You need more than a hat,
We
but
need
we'll go
more
to
than a
both.
hat, exactly.
As you guys are all saying this and like looking at the hat swords, which are very obviously written in Dwarvish down the street, so you're able to read them, and you guys can kind of read them with as drunk you are. You're like, kind of, and you're 12, so I don't know if you guys can actually read Dwarvish. But great, so you guys can see it down the street where these places would be.
Well-educated children.
You, however, after having 2 of these, like it's it's surprisingly strong for you. And maybe it's the flavor combinations or something. But right away, you like almost want to vomit because it's so acidic. Roll one more con save to see if you don't throw up.
That's going to be a 15.
15? Okay, yeah. So just like a little bit trickles down your mouth as this like red,
Gross.
chunky stuff goes down your chin. And the dwarvish guy back there is laughing and chuckling, and he's like,
Yeah, that's what happens when you have it for the first time. If you're not used to it,
Yeah. I'm
Baby.
is it in your nose? Is it in your nose?
Yeah, a little.
Oh, welcome to Myanmar. Welcome to the Midwinter Festival.
so yeah, where would you guys like to go after having all those drinks?
Let's get him some
Hats.
warmth.
Okay, great. So you guys are gonna walk into. You're gonna go to. I think you said Mark's.
We
Hats.
wanna go there.
Okay, great. So you walk into the haberdashery, a familiar place with a familiar dwarf male, Marhark, who is just a place covered in eccentric hats of all sorts, and especially eccentric hats for the seasons. He also has coats, a small rack, but has coats as well, and capes. Everything's wonderfully shiny and geode-like, and everything is in the shape and the look of what appears to be snow and icicles. Half the coats are this kind of beautiful crystalline snow texture, then the other half are much more animal-based. So you can see that he's probably gone out and killed quite a few wildlife and has strung out these beautiful shawls and coats made of all different sort of furs of creatures. But the hats are, any hat that you wish is here and accessible.
Find the shiniest coat, and I'm gonna take it off the rack and walk it over to Gavin.
Best.
Thank you.
So it is like a cross-stitched glitter vomit fest. The coat they gave you. It looks.
Love it.
It kind of looks like the river when you first like couldn't really look at somebody. It has this like river like metallic sheen to it.
It singes the eyes.
Yes.
But it's warm.
Yes.
Do you want to buy that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, how much is it?
So Marhark like sees you grab that one. He's like, oh. He's like, I don't know if you got the money for that one, but
How much?
It's hold on. 5 gold piece.
do you want
So I
5?
wrote down 10.
10 gold piece.
There you
Well,
go.
thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it.
The kids are kind of like no face. They're like,
Yeah, great. So for 10 gold piece, you get this really shiny one.
Should we get him a hat?
yes.
You paid 5 extra.
And
Perhaps
hat.
he'll throw in a hat as well.
And hat.
Do you want the one that matches with it? Yes.
Matchy.
Alrighty then.
And he kind of, with his little dwarf legs, he rolls over a ladder behind this huge hat display, climbs up it to like the 5th tier, and like dusts off something and kind of coughs as he pulls one out. And it is the same metallic, shiny hat made of your shiny metallic coat.
Ugh.
And he's like, I never thought anyone would buy this one. He puts it on your head.
Thank you. Oh, I'll pull out my singed rabbit. Say, can you just real quick make these into some gloves or something?
You think I just have the time for this? It's Midwinter Festival.
Whoopee.
But I can't.
They'll pay.
I can't give you gloves. I have gloves. As he like undoes like 15 drawers, and it's just full of all different gloves.
Do you have matchy gloves? I buy.
But now I need pants.
I buy.
I don't know why I ever suggested this. Now I won't be able to look at you.
Worth it.
I'm going to examine his new cloak and
Sure.
see
Make
what
a
it's
nature
made
check.
out of.
Make a nature check.
11.
You want?
11. It looks like it's like some sort of meld between a very sheen, almost like mica, and some sort of other more firmer texture. But it's a visual. It's a visual thing, and it's probably not too expensive to make. It's just it looks really gaudy.
Well, you look dashing.
Fancy.
It's high fashion.
Right then.
You still have that icicle and the as you're throwing everything on with the cinnamon stick. You look absolutely delectable.
Take it.
You know, I'm not really one for fashion, as you can see, but that does look like something that might, you know, be very popular.
You
I
want a
wouldn't
match?
know.
Matchy. Oh, matchy.
Well, I'm rather attached to my cloak, and I'm rather to my robe, and I'm rather attached to my helm and my hat. But
Love.
I could get some matching gloves.
Yay!
Me too.
And he pulls them out. Anything that you guys want in these really shiny mica style. It is very wintry. It's very fun. It's loud. It's not fashionably soft. It's warm. Oh, it's great. It's lined with some sort of animal's fur. It's very, very cozy. So he gives you these gloves if you all want these shiny gloves. Does anybody want a coat or anything else? He's got
I'm
quite a
looking
lot
for
of,
like a big cloak.
like a really nice cloak.
Mhm.
There's a small rack of them. There is the animal-based cloaks as well as that more like snowy, powdery-looking cloaks. But they all look like quite warm, knitted
I'll
very
get one
well.
of the snowy powder.
Okay, one of those ones. He's like, oh, that's a good one. It's the right thing to wear. It's the king of winter. He
Mm.
wears that at the festival's end. So we always like those are hot commodities, hotcakes. So he gives it to you. He does ask for 5 gold as well for that one.
Okay.
And I go up to the counter
You
and
get this
whisper,
gorgeous wintry cloak.
Do you have a crown? Yeah, the King of Winter. He wears a different crown, but it's an ice crown, an icicle crown. We got like fake ones made in the back.
Can I buy one?
You want a fake crown?
Yes, I want to buy for Dad.
Okay, if you say so.
Nobody buys this anymore. And he kind of like walks in the back and he comes out with this really tacky looking icicle hat, like made of like these peaks and things.
see. I buy.
Yeah, I'll just give it to you for free.
Okay.
So,
You put it on his helm.
yeah.
I'm standing on top of Pigeon's shoulders to put it on.
Oh.
And does anybody else want anything?
Yeah, I'm just gonna find like a warm, simple, dark cloak.
Okay, so one of like the darker animal fur
Yeah.
cloaks. All right, it looks like a bear pelt cloak. He asked for 3 gold pieces
Sure.
for that one. Okay, great. All right, so you
Would
guys
you
are
like to have matching gloves? To be a part of the group.
Uniform.
Yeah.
I've been
Right.
told that by these 3 that it's quite fashionable here.
No.
These gloves.
I'll do it for the kids.
So everybody has on these shiny gloves right now that are very Michael Jackson-esque in many ways. Do you happen to have them, Angrod?
I
Did
probably
you
bought
put
it.
on
We
the-
probably
The
bought them
glittery
for him.
gloves?
I did not put on any glittery gloves. No, I did not.
You have them though. You
Oh, I have
now.
them?
We bought them for you.
He put them. They put them in your bag, I think, probably. But if you don't want to put them on, you definitely you can
has the
keep your
crown?
I mean,
gauntlets.
I choose not to put them on.
Yeah, Angrod, they go so well with her crown.
Yeah, the dwarf in the back is really, really impressed with the look of everybody. How you're all kind of like minions of the king, essentially.
Dad.
Fine, I'll put them on.
So you put on the glittery gloves as well
Mhm.
over your gauntlets,
Mhm.
and then over your helm you have Daddy's
Mhm.
hat, and then you have a huge
I
giant
look
snow cape.
ridiculous.
Okay.
You look beautiful.
Can I have you roll? All right. So as you guys are all walking out of Mark's haberdashery, can I please have you roll an accidental performance check real quick?
Sure.
Just you.
What does this mean?
Oh, 13.
The moment you walk out, a bunch of people in the street, like all these dwarves, come up to you and think you're the king. Like they're all around you and they're like, "Oh, what are you gonna give me? What's the gifts? You give out gifts. You're the king of midwinter.
Only
What's your
I
gift? What's your
know
gift
what's
now?
on
What's
the
your gift?
list. Have you been naughty or nice?
That's not how it works." They're all like really confused.
Jodes.
He's just supposed to give us gifts. He's
Jodes.
a man of giving.
Jodes. Secret Jodes.
Um,
Secret Jodes.
Juds.
Jodes.
Juds.
Jodes.
Oh, they're
Secret.
saying geodes.
Secret. Secret Jodes.
As
Look
this is
under your
happening,
pillow tonight and you'll find
Yes.
something.
Secret.
excitingly, they all kind of jump, but then you guys look down because you hear some sort of loud billow of a horn. And down the street, as your heads all kind of whip, you catch that whatever racing is happening, the sound of the beginning of that race is occurring. So you see people dragging bobsleds and sleds of all different shapes and sizes running into the center right now of the town. So
Oh, the sled race. I have read about this. We should go watch, shall we?
We should go play.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
you do see what appears to be in Dwarvish sled signups in the corner.
We run over immediately.
Yeah.
Well, also,
Yeah.
Gavin
You
said
all
play,
run over?
right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna grab one of Gavin's
Me too. I'm
hands.
gonna grab the other one and we just pull you along.
Go willingly.
Okay, yeah, so you guys are also, you kind of follow like parents behind the two of them. And you have to kind of fend off some of the dwarfs who think that you're still the king as you guys all approach forward. They suddenly realize you're a human. You're not a dwarf on stilts, and it takes a little bit of time, but they're able to adjust. Yes, you guys run over to the sign up station. There is like a human standing behind there, kind of just like looking really tired, and they're like, okay, hey, you guys are signing up, I'm assuming, for the slave? Slave?
Good.
Yes, these three are wanting to race.
Great. What's your
I'm sorry.
So the four of you guys, are you a team of sledders? Because
Yes.
you need 4 people to sign up to
Yes.
to do the competition.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright,
Do we
Yeah.
look like a team?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm really tired. So just sign up in the front here. You guys know the entry fee. It's a gold per person. So
Okay,
it's 4 gold.
we both put that.
Great. And then also you guys know all the rules. I'm assuming because only people who are given the course. I'm assuming you guys all went to the course last week.
Right, but assuming like I might have like not gotten a lot of sleep. I didn't
Got
store
drunk.
those
Oh right, I'm so
long-term
tired.
memories.
Got
I-
drunk. Forgot.
You know,
Bad.
On his
A little bit.
dribbled
Big
down his
baby.
chin.
Big baby.
a little bit. If you could just give us a refresher.
Oh, roll persuasion check to see deception. Actually, I think deception would be better.
Oh no. Did you?
Natural one.
Natural one.
Oh no.
He looked like this guy looks at you. It's a young kid. Just like looks at you and goes, no, I think you should just sign up.
Okay.
What about
All right.
me?
What's your team name gonna be? Because I'm definitely not betting on you guys.
Jode.
Jode.
Jode? Okay, good luck. As he just kind of slides the sign up sheet forward and Jode.
These children are going to be in the race. What? Now, I've read a little bit about it, but can you give me a little bit more about the rules? I'm quite curious. I'm studying everything about the
Lady,
Midwinter
I am
Festival.
so tired right now, and your friend just twisted my arm about it. If you guys want to get into trouble, it's up to you. As the kid kind of just kicks his feet up.
Pay you a gold.
He just starts to write and draw and doodle. Like he's not even listening to you guys. Like he wants to be off his shift if he's been on it for a
I
long
also
time.
do a goal.
We're just gonna
I don't
slap.
need money.
Your drawings are bad.
You guys are outsiders, aren't you?
No.
Oh.
As I slide my gold back the time you used to bribe him. No.
You know, you're lucky it's midwinter, or else I'd totally report you. And he just like starts to write.
As soon as he says the word report, I'm just gonna.
So you guys signed up as Jode. All right. So as you guys do that, what do you guys want to do to get ready for the bobsled festival?
We're just gonna follow where everyone else is.
Yeah.
Wait, do we have a bobsled?
We need to get a bobsled.
No, it's
Also-
literally happening in like 5 minutes. So
Okay, I'm gonna start running around until I see a store that says
Okay,
sleds.
if everyone's doing this,
Yeah.
group perception check, I guess.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Group
For the
perception check then.
Oh,
children.
no.
Protect the babies.
Hmm.
I would like to also, while they're doing this, sprint off and find Anvalis banner.
Oh, you want to try to find that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long. You're able to catch Anthala's Manor. Like it's right there on the cusp of where the city, where everyone's now, where the skating's happening. Everyone's kind of getting out of the way for whatever event's happening. You guys can see these huge slopes, and you hadn't caught that the whole city right now, with these ice pouring, has been creating this really beautiful network, almost Mario Kart-like, for the bobsleds. It's going to be happening through Mirabar. So it's a sight to behold. But you see everyone
Hopefully not
running.
Rainbow Road.
It's not Rainbow Road. No.
That's
But it's gorgeous because there's geodes kind of keeping everything up, and the different stacks of the whole town in itself is very clearly a mining city, and they're very proud of it. From what you can tell, though, everyone's kind of running up the hill, like up in the direction towards where the mountains are, with their bobsleds, like running in pairs of 4s. So you guys got to go in that direction. But right now, y'all don't have bobsleds. So
I rolled a 15.
I rolled an
15 as well.
18,
15.
15,
7.
7, and what did you guys roll again? Just one more time down the line. Oh, 1,
Aw.
15.
15, and a
17.
17. Okay, so what happens is as you're looking around, you don't catch Angrad's arm pointing, and it knocks off your cinnamon cone and your nose icicle the moment he
Ah.
points. But you do catch something that looks like a bobsled, almost it could be a bobsled shop that's about to close out or close up. It looks like it's very sold out. Like you don't see many bobsleds on display, but it does look like the place to go.
Well, I'm gonna find the biggest one,
I'm gonna run in.
the biggest and shiniest one
Yeah.
that they
Okay.
have.
Running in.
So as this is all happening, you guys kind of run towards the spot that you
Right.
caught, where there's just like this human woman just packing things up, getting ready to go.
Human?
Yeah, human woman just packing things up right now. You catch that in the corner shop, very small, is this location that you're seeking for. So what do you want to do when you go into Enfield's Banner?
I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna look around and see if I can see who looks like they might be the shadiest person there.
It's you.
Roll a perception check. It's pretty shady the moment you walk in. It's dark. It's got a smoky scent to it.
It's a 17.
Okay, there's somebody in the corner who has very obviously talking to somebody else and has this huge stack of what looks to be like the weirdest money you've ever seen. It is pyramids that are twisting together and there's stacks of it. But everybody, you realize, it has a line behind this person and everyone's holding them.
I'm gonna try and like get his attention by like using like some kind of like thieves can't hand signals, like saying like I'm trying. I need to make a quick wager.
So you run in and you go like
I'm voguing. I'm basically voguing. Yeah.
Everyone turns towards you. There's like a chuckle. Make a performance check.
Ooh, that's gonna be a not natural 20.
Okay, so I'll say that everyone in here is clearly a local, but having this stranger, this outsider, just walk in and vogue essentially has made everyone in lighter spirits. And the person at the front like motions for you to come. It's a long white beard. He's got no teeth, and it looks like one eye has a scar through it. But he motions you to sit down and he licks his lips. He goes, "What you want to bet?" Hmm?
I've heard there's a late entrant in the race,
With that, they.
a team called Jode.
How much do you want to bet on Jode?
What are the odds I can get?
100 to 1.
Oh, I'm gonna bet all 15 gold I have
15 on Jode.
for 100 to 1.
Okay, if you're sure. Yep.
Sounds good.
That's good. We don't know what's happening.
Why are you paying with gold? This is Mirbar. Where's the Mirbar money? This gold means nothing to us.
Ooh, can I give you something as like a for a deposit? You know, kind of like a security deposit.
What are you talking about? What are you thinking?
I'll-
Shiny gloved man.
Well, when you put it like that, that sounds really demeaning. And I'm just trying to do a little business.
You're an
here.
artist.
All right. Look, I'll give you my sword. It's a beautiful sword, and it's
He grabs it from you, looks at it, puts his teeth to it. He nods.
all right. We'll do that as collateral.
Get out.
All right.
And you walk out,
Yeah.
giving him your
Wow.
sword. Awesome.
You're gonna lose that sword.
Cool.
You are gonna lose
yeah.
it.
So you put on a meager bet. Like you're guessing that those beautiful things of money are probably worth a lot of gold each, and you're realizing that the city is built on wealth. So everything's higher priced because gold probably has a different denomination, and it seems like a lot of trades happening with totally different money. But for the festival, they seem to be accepting the currency that you guys normally have. So you walk over to the bobsled location. There's this woman packing up. There's 3 bobsleds on display, but she's grabbing them and starting to drag them inside.
Wait.
I say, good woman,
Can I help you?
Need sled.
Big sled.
Big sled.
Beautiful sled.
You need a bobsled? Are
Yeah.
you?
Yes.
I haven't seen you around before. Are you?
We've been here once.
Look at our hats.
Yes.
I mean, you all dressed in the midwinter festival fashion, so you're a late sign up for the bobsled competition.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm so sorry, but we only got 3 left, and they're not the best. Everyone's bought the better ones. They built their own, but well, one of these do. And she points to 3, and you guys see 3 bobsleds before you, all done in let's just say more rudimentary fashion, for better lack of terms. One is much more metallic looking and has this crazy looking like gnarled gargoyle face on the front with like a like scream, screamo scream on the front.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it's patched together and bolted together. in panels. So it does look like a bunch of different alloys had constructed this. It's very gaudy and very
Yes.
cobbled. The second one seems to be a bit more traditional. It's got a rounder shape to it. It's bright red, and it has wooden rims on it. Also, it seems like there's really tacky, like smiley faces of dwarfs all around it. This looks like a bobsled for children.
Yep.
And then the one on the left is a little bit more sleek in design. It looks clear, much like your hat. Probably made out of the same like resin material that they meld and they mold together, but it's all one piece. And it looks clear. It's completely clear. You can see through it, though it's kind of, it's got a distortion.
How much for all 3?
Really? You want all 3?
I would like to know a price.
It's 30 Mirabar bars. It's just quite a lot of money.
Oh, do you take gold?
Platinum.
We have.
Platinum. I mean, we don't normally take that sort of money. If you're local, you should have Mirabar money. But
We've been
platinum.
traveling.
I mean, I am a human, and I would like to visit my family on Silvery Moon. So roll a persuasion check with advantage.
24.
11.
Wait, no. Yes,
24.
So I'm gonna say you're just like constantly trying to press the gold into her face, but she, Pigeon, is able to kind of stop you. How much platinum do you have, and how much are you offering?
Oh boy. I feel
I-
like 2.
I have a lot of platinum.
Okay.
Secret amount of platinum.
You put one on, and she kind of looks at it unenthusiastically.
I'm gonna put another
2.
one.
Oh,
Still unenthusiastic.
3.
Still
There's
unenthusiastic.
4 now.
Still unenthusiastic.
5.
At 5, she kind of nods. You can have a bobsled.
Ah! Which one?
It's quite expensive.
Red?
Could I
Red,
perceive?
clear
I would
gold?
like to at least examine them as best as I can.
Sure,
See
yeah.
which one I perceive
Yeah.
to be the fastest. Okay?
Can I
I'll
examine?
be with them.
Sure, yeah, except you're inside
Yeah.
making the deal. But the rest of you guys are with them. So you're totally welcome to do an investigation check to see the quality
I'd
of
like to
the...
investigate.
All right,
as well.
sounds good. Please both roll an investigation check. You're just kind of standing there holding the broken cinnamon with the icicle in it,
1.
sadly.
1.
Oh, 1? Natural 1?
Natural 1.
Well, I got a 9.
Can I look 2?
A 9?
Yeah.
So this is what happens with the natural 1.
Oh no.
Um,
to break it.
Yep. You walk over to the one that looks more like glass, and you're like, let me investigate this. And you hadn't realized your buddy Alfred was right behind you. And your mechanical dinosaur just accidentally whacks its tail into it, and the whole thing shatters. And she just kind of stands there like,
Well, I think we bought that
Gonna
one.
dig into my pocket and take out 5 more platinum and just set it next to the other
Wait. I'm gonna go over and cast mending on it.
all right, it mends a very small amount of it, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to get fixed in time. And it's intricate. It's very delicately done, but you are mending it. It just takes forever.
Yeah. Okay, we be back to fix this. We take a red one. Red.
But you rolled a 9 for investigation.
Yeah.
It seemed like the best one was the one that was just broke.
Of course.
The other 2 seem equally. One is very sturdy
Mhm.
and will provide weight if it's a more battle-y situation.
Mhm.
The other one is much more playful but lighter. So that's what you're able to perceive. And unfortunately, the one broke the.
I think we should take the heavier
Such an
one
embarrassment.
Why?
to
It's
get us
going
down
to
the
go
hill
fast.
faster.
No, I thought that would be light.
But the weight would.
I don't think it would
Gravity, no.
sink into the
Mm.
snow.
True.
Besides, look at faces.
Do you want to roll an investigation check as you're looking at it?
Yeah.
You're kind of stroking your elven beard.
Oh, I thought that was another 1. Thank God. 10.
10. Okay, as you're also looking and perceiving this, you have a feeling from the way that you're looking at it as all the you're looking more at the actual map of whatever you guys are going to have to slide up and down of. As you're looking at it, it does seem like it's sturdily built, so something heavy would not crunch the weight of anything. It just might go a little bit slower, whereas the wooden one will definitely go faster, but if anyone's coming up behind you or playing any tricks, you don't really know the rules of this game. You might be able to get away from people differently. So it's 2 they're equally comparable, it appears. It's just different strategies.
I'd like to talk to the shop owner.
Okay, yeah, she's just kind of trying to pick up the pieces of the broken sled.
I fix it later, I promise.
I just don't want to cut my feet. I'm sorry.
You know what? Let me do the cleaning. I broke it. Please let me clean it up. Now, I'm studying what goes on here. Would you be able to give me a bit of the rules of this race that's about to happen?
I'll say that because you rolled a 24 persuasion check, she's cordial enough to try to give. She's like, well, I honestly make the bobsleds and I sell them, but my husband, he's a part of one of the clans, so he's going to be running the race. His name is Chess, and the actual thing that he runs on, it's called Chess. So he named after himself. We construct bobsleds. He's actually won 7 times in a row. In the last
good
couple of
for
years.
him.
Yes,
He
yes,
must
he's
be
very
so
talented.
proud.
He
What
has
does
a
he look
checkerboard.
like?
What?
What does he look like?
Well, he looks just normal human male, but he wears like a beautiful checkerboard of suit. He likes his name Chess because he likes to play chess a lot, and so the whole theme is chess. So his bobsled is chess, and he becomes chess, and he is often the crowned king of winter.
Do
So
people get injured often?
yeah, we have quite a few healers on site, but it's mostly fun and games. The idea is to do harmless pranks along the way.
Harmless pranks?
Yes.
Oh.
Magic,
Yes.
good or bad?
Playful magic, never hurting magic. But if you can send people off on their tracks, it's always encouraged to twist their arms, and it's really about gifts. So if you're able to almost conquer through the power of positivity and midwinter festivals, then you can win the race. And you're always winners. Just in case my husband wins, just so you know.
What's your husband's name?
Chess.
Chess. Okay,
Yes.
okay, that's right. Of course.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. But people do destructive magics not on each other, though. There was this one year, my husband, he was so funny. He was going through one of the loops. So you will always have a part that splits in two, and you'll have a choice to go left or right. But nobody really knows what the landscape is. Sometimes people are supposed to not, because we're doing it up to the last minute, as you actually catch that people are still pouring and finishing off the landscape. And she's like, each one will have a certain sort of encounter on either one. And depending on the routes you take, you're able to play off the other persons. You can destroy their ice bridge, and everyone will be fine. We have a bunch of healers on standby. But we just don't want you to actually hurt people. So
Can I take a second, go away from them, like crouch around a corner where no one can see me, and I'm gonna take out this bag of these gem sticks that I got from a friend before, and I'm going to crouch on the ground and throw them down and
okay.
cast augury.
Okay. What does augury do? Can you read that spell so everyone knows it?
By casting sticks, rolling dragon bones, or laying out ornate cards, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the result of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. You either give me wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel and woe for both good and bad, or nothing for neither especially good or bad. And it takes into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as casting additional spells or loss or gain of a companion.
Okay, sounds good. You take a moment
I wanna
and
think
you
specifically
cast.
about left or right.
Okay, so you're thinking which direction?
Left.
Left? You feel an equal balance of wheel and woe.
Really? Okay.
Like it's like 50-50.
I'm gonna
But-
shove all my stuff back
yeah.
in.
But yeah, it's like a very even split. It's very balanced, but half is good, half is bad. It's hard to tell what's left.
Okay.
So, but she takes a moment. She's like, "Oh!" She has no idea what you're doing. She's just very enchanted with this beautiful inlaid thing you're doing on the ground. Pretty stick, yes, indeed. I have to get ready. I have to go support my husband. I'm so sorry. I gotta bring everything else
Thank
in.
you.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Bye bye. And she like carts everything else in and closes up shop.
I'm gonna.
Which one do we take?
The
red one.
You guys
Yeah,
have the
we
red
took
one.
the red one.
Ah,
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go over and cast mending on it just in case there's anything on it that might be like in the middle of splitting or broken that we couldn't see.
Sounds like you retrofitted a couple of very, very bad wood that could have been split very easily. So
Yes.
it takes a moment, but you have a bobsled with all these happy dwarven faces painted on the edge of bright red.
Yay.
Boot and pigeon, the boot and
How
pigeon.
many people can fit on this?
4.
4.
4 comfortably.
Okay.
You guys ready to go? You guys-
Go.
There's a couple things I'd like to do for them.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I?
So as you guys are running up the path, this is what you guys are doing. You can cast or help any way, but who are the 4 people who are going to be in the bobsled? The 4 of you guys. Great.
I'm also going to cast guidance on all of us.
Right before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I put? So I have minor illusion
Yeah.
as a gnome. Can I infuse that? It says artificer spell.
How long does it take to infuse? I think it's a minute, a full minute. You can.
When you cast an artificer spell with a casting time of 1 action, you can increase its casting time to 1 minute.
Yeah. So it takes a full minute to press a spell into something. So you're running up. You have 5
So
minutes.
I'm running up after
Mhm.
them.
And what do you want to infuse
right-
it into?
I'm infusing right at the last minute. I'm going to infuse it into my quill.
Into your quill. Great.
So I'm
infuse it into your
infusing
quill.
minor illusion.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to hand it to Gavin. Use this for a trick, perhaps, during the race. She said tricks are good. All right?
So this is
Thank
a
you.
special artificer feat where she can dump a spell into an object and you can set it off whenever you want to.
Yay! Thanks.
And then for you two, now remember, she said don't hurt anyone.
No.
But I'm going to give you a smoke stick. So the smoke stick will fill an area of a 10-foot radius with thick smoke that blocks vision, including dark vision. This stick and smoke persist for 1 minute and then disappear. Okay. So there you go.
Thank you.
You also catch that there's a lot of burly dwarfs, like with weaponry, stretching and practicing for something. There's like a whole group of them, all like stretching and doing something in the corner, like nearby where all the bobsleds are getting. Okay, you see them all, and one of them kind of gives you a hey, and just keep stretching. Are you here to start some fun, midwinter fun?
Depends on what kind of fun that is.
Well, there's you're local, right?
Nope, this is my first time here.
What are you doing here at a bobsled? It's only locals who are supposed to do this.
Well, I'm not participating. I'm
Well,
visiting
you sure
my
look
dwarven
like you're
friends.
supposed to, as they all kind of chuckle, and it's like, we would like to have you on our team if we could, but, because you know how we're all supposed to climb and then shatter the other one? You know how you always hire out a heavy hand hitter in order to try to shatter other people's bobsleds?
Bobsleds,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Too bad you're not a local. As they all kind of clap each other on the back.
Well, I could perhaps buy a place in the next half an hour. Around. Maybe a hovel somewhere. in town. Some sort of lean-to against a tree.
A shed, perhaps.
One of the guys in the corner is like, my wife's been trying to sell one of her little spots for some time.
Really?
I got the deed right here.
I cannot tell a lie. Therefore, if I purchase that, I will then become a local.
he kind of walks up. This is a very thin little guy. He walks forward and is like, she's been trying to sell it for so long. It's full of black mold. Please take it.
How much would it be? I only have foreign money. But you
Ugh.
could use that
You are a
on
foreigner.
travel.
But once you're local, then it should be easier. 50 gold.
It's only 5 platinum pieces.
I'm not there.
Children, dang it.
I'm not there.
I mean, I really like your armor.
What's
I
that?
really like your armor and the shiny things you have on you. And I like that sword that glistens.
I have 50 gold.
He goes the 50 gold. Alright, he forces you to sign the deed right away. Forces you to sign it over. And then he rolls it up and he slams it against your chest. He's like, we're free, Glistener, we're free. As he just runs down the road in joyous celebration. So you are currently a local as you slowly turn with the deed to all of these dwarves who are like,
Well, I'm a local now. Tell me what I have to do.
okay then, mate. And then he pulls you forward and he claps you on the back. And he describes to you how you have to take a 50-50 chance if you're going to go left or right. And you only can hit bobsleds with a weapon in the front. So like you can try to shatter or stop a bobsled in some way, as long as it's not with intent to hurt the people in the bobsled. But every single pattern you have to choose ahead of time because everyone's moving super high speed left or right.
Hmm.
And you have to climb up. Like you have to climb up this very large, icy kind of ladder.
But these are not people that are in the bobs.
No. These are people, and you can see each one of them has a different pattern on them. Like they have little flags on their back. A couple of them have all different Christmas wear, but you can see that they're matching a bobsled.
See.
Except you're the only one not matching the bobsled. Well, I guess your sparkly glitter hands are kind of comparable. They're
So
confused.
then I can help my team.
Yeah.
That's what I shall do as a local.
Yeah.
Lived here for so long. All of 3 minutes.
Okay. So let's get to sledding.
Do I
So,
see chests anywhere?
roll a perception check. So everyone's starting to get into their bobsleds and get ready. You guys
Yay.
had to walk all the way up to the top. It was a kind of exhausting walk.
Mm.
And you're also
We're all
you're,
back
you're
together.
also
Are we all
exhausted.
together again?
21?
You're what?
Are we all back together?
Yeah, it took a moment, but you guys all had to run up all the way to the top, past the stretchy dwarfs. And yeah,
21.
21. So yeah, you run up to the top. Everyone's getting ready. It's very clear to see Chess. Chess is wearing a very black and white, obvious outfit, but it's kind of dwarven, gilded dwarven. It's very pretty. Everyone's taking this so seriously, but
I-
there's a lot of visual glory to it. There's not a lot of structural battle equipment or anything like that.
Can I approach?
Yeah. He's like getting ready, stretching. Team mail.
Hey!
He's got 3 other little dwarfs around him. He's like, all right, you guys. So this we're good.
Jess, hi. Your wife sent me when she was closing up the bobsled shop. She fell and she broke her hip, and it's so sad. And she said she told me to come send for you right away. You gotta go. You gotta go take her to the hospital.
Roll a deception check.
Oh gosh. He's more evil than I thought.
Oh, okay. That is a 23.
Oh my gosh, not Ada fell?
Yes.
Was it because of that dang glass sled that I told her not to make?
She fell on it and it shattered.
I knew
and
it.
cuts all over her body.
Oh, forget about winning this. Come on, you guys. As all of them are like, hop, 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 hop.
You're a
hop,
great
hop, hop,
husband.
hop, hop, as they all run down. Down. So I guess it's a 1 to 99 now. As they all start to run down the hill, and literally the horns are blowing. They're starting the event in 1 minute.
Where do I watch? Or Angrod. Oh my god. Can I help you? Am I allowed to help him?
So it looks like the place. It looks like you might be able to help him if you kind of camouflage or hide on his back in some sort of way. But what his job is going to be, it sounds like, is he has to climb up and choose on every deviation within the actual race, left or right. Climb up a ladder with you, and then you guys have to try to hit something to do it. But you guys can do that together.
Is there a safe place I can leave Alfred?
It seems like everyone's watching right in the center where they cleared out the ice skating rink. It looks like the finish line. And you actually can see where that finish line, that circular kind of ice rink was in the center. Everyone's looking up, and there's all of these kind of interweaving loops and bobsled-like things right above them. So it's kind of the center point of action, and it looks like the finish line as they're setting up the flags.
Alfred, you go wait there. Yes. I'm going to put extra oil on you. Go wait there. I'm going to climb on your back.
Very well. And I excitedly show them the deed. And we're all locals now because you're all my roommates. So I can, with a clear conscience, but we can all participate in this without me going against the tenements of my deity. I feel completely at ease doing this with all of us now.
Yes, a clear conscience is very important.
Isn't this just so fun? Isn't this fun?
So yeah, this mechanical kind of dinosaur looks to you guys quizzically, but then like kind of wants to take your instructions, but kind of takes a moment and looks back at the other 2 dinosaurs, like his buddies.
Yes, bring them with you.
Ellie and Ellie, go.
I'm going to tie them to him.
So Alfred's going to have 2 pet dinosaurs the same size as him behind him as they're all walking forward. Brilliant. They make their way down. They're slipping and sliding because it's a very steep upward slope, but they're able to make their way down the hill.
Well done, Alfred.
Ellie, like, we renamed our dinosaurs? Yes. Ellie and Wick.
Very creative.
Now you tell difference.
Yes! Now we know.
Done.
So as you guys say that, the horn blows and everyone starts to get into their bobsleds. You can see the entrance point in the beginning. It seems to slip down to the left or the right. There are two directions to begin from. And everyone's kind of getting ready for the choices that they're about to make. It looks pretty split. People don't know which direction to take.
I'm sitting in front. Right in front.
Of the bobsled?
Yes.
Okay. I meant more the starting point. There's not one
Yeah.
starting line. There's two. There's a left
Oh,
and a
I
right
see.
starting
Oh,
line. There's
oh.
dual starting lines.
Left?
Ah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Left?
Left.
Left?
Left.
Left?
And I
Left.
look around where. Okay, so let's refresh. So who are the 4 that are in the bobsled? Okay, of course. And
Of
then
course.
I'm with you.
and you're with me, and so we should go find where the burly man went because that's where we go to smash.
Yep, it was about a quarter, 3/4 of the way up, and you see all of them running out after stretching, and they're all running down the towards the center point where all the crowd is.
Okay,
So they're all kind of running down right now.
great. Eloise, I
look.
think we should go down there.
Yes.
All right, I think we should. Is everyone prepped?
Right before as we're getting in the sled, I'm going to use a bonus action to turn my glamored armor to make it look like I'm wearing like a skin tight like bobsled team suit.
So you
Team
have a
USA.
bodysuit?
So like I'm still like wearing my normal clothes, but it just looks like I'm wearing like a bodysuit.
That's great with the glittery.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
the glittery.
yeah.
Okay, great,
We
fantastic.
It's all the glittery material. It looks like it's all the glittery material.
Yeah, it's very glittery with this like childlike, creepy dwarven bobsled that you have with
Yes.
painted faces.
Yes.
Nothing's really matching up, but it looks great.
So we all have guidance cast on us as well. So you're just
Ooh.
going to add a d4 at any point. And I think it's continuous for about a minute or so.
Great. So, shall we talk about what happens as you guys approach the edge real quick?
Let's talk about what
Yes,
happens.
Yeah.
please.
Let's do it. I want to go back to that fun music again. Where is that? Ah, yeah, this fun like Christmassy music that I love. All right, so everyone gets to the left or the right. You guys chose left. All 4 of you guys get into it. It's actually already kind of crowded as the 4 of you guys enter one of these bobsleds. But everyone's children are cheering. The center of the city right now is just ignited, and the sun is glistening through. It's so bright and shiny.
The
The
city
city
of
right
which
now.
I am now a resident.
To be clear. The 2 of you guys are just running down, trying to make it in time, trailing a little bit behind all these other people who are about to hit the front of bobsleds. And you hear the sound of someone just go, "All right, ready, sledders? Go!" And so everyone begins to just kick up their bobsleds. Are you guys running alongside? Everyone's running.
Yeah.
There's one person inside right now, and the other 3 are all running
I'm
alongside their
inside.
bobsleds.
I'm in front.
That sounds good. All right, so I need the 3 of you guys to make a dexterity check, and then I want you to make just a quick strength check as you're holding on. The 2 of you guys,
Oh boy. I just rolled a nat 20.
a nat 20?
Oh my
Good.
god. Oh my god.
10.
This is
10,
not
okay.
good.
15.
Okay, so your side's a little bit, you're not getting as much oomph as you're expecting. He's picking up a little bit of the running pace and the pressure of this, and it's a really kind of more muscular work than you were expecting in strength. You, however, are like, you just grab the side and you're like, whoosh, like you don't know if you hit like an icy part of the ground, but you are just pressing it along like butter.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't know I know that I'm doing, but you do.
But
I do.
somehow.
And what was your strength check?
10.
10? Okay, yeah, you're holding on as best as you can, trying to steer this thing because there is a directional kind of turn bar in the center. And you're just trying to hold on to it. You can feel the pressure, but you're able to keep it kind of straight as they're pushing it. So as all of you guys hop in, as you can start to just slide down the left-hand side as you're like going solid, who knows how, probably the fastest you guys have ever gone in your life. It starts to turn and curve in this like icy like kind of barrier. So as this is happening, the 2 of you guys are running down and you see them all kind of hop to the right and make a sharp right turn as they're all running to the right. As they run to the right, you see, and actually half of them split to the left. So do you guys want to, as you're running down the hill, do you want to split to the right or split to the left? Because they're both running in 2 directions.
As we're running, I say we should have asked what direction our sled was going to go. But I guess it doesn't matter because we're just going to smash other sleds.
I'm on your back, so I'll go wherever you go.
Yeah. I guess we go to the right.
Okay, so you just run down, you're like, and you
And
run
we'll just
to the
make
right.
sure whatever sled we smash isn't there.
Yes, and it looks
Not
perfectly split, and it does look like everyone had coordinated this a bit before. But you guys make a sharp right turn, and you see what appears to be 2 ladders, ice ladders, that go all the way up to where you swear you see a couple of bobsleds starting to turn down. So quickly, you guys run up to it. Do you want to go to the left or the right?
The right.
All right, so you run up to the right. The rest of you guys, you suddenly see before you as it turns and curves a split. So you have to choose as you're all heading in there. You're steering right now, right or left. So what are you guys all screaming as you're all like going down?
Laugh!
Okay, sounds good.
See any other bobsleds?
You do. There's about around you right now. There's a solid like 10 behind you, maybe 4 in front of you.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion behind us,
Okay.
and I just want to create, just make it look like a little rabbit hopped onto the track.
Oh, great. Okay, so a little rabbit. Okay, I want you to roll a performance check
Oh, good.
as you just cast this and try to make it so like a little rabbit's there.
12.
12? All right, I'm gonna say you create this, you turn behind you and you see this like minor illusion of this rabbit appear behind, and the one person right behind goes, "Oh, Mom, look, it's a bunny!" As their bobsled just totally turns and falls off. So he just distracted one full of kids, and apparently was one of the parents. But well done. All right, you're down to 98. But the other one is able to just kind of miss it as you guys are going through. Yeah?
Can I take my big bag of ball bearings out of my engineer's pack and then throw them out behind?
I want you to make a dex check to see if you can get them far enough away from you guys. Because I just want to make sure you can throw them.
Could be sleight of hand.
No, it's going to be a dex check.
Oh, that's a 6.
A 6? Okay, so as you go and you throw it, as you're like trying to like deal with the curvature of the situation, you hop onto the edge and you go and you throw it. And as you do so, you didn't throw it quite with the angle you're going and the speed you're going at. You would have really had to have mastered that throw. So about half of the ball bearings catch beneath your own as you can hear some of the wood splintering.
Bending.
All right, but you're in the front steering right now. So
Can I cast bending while I'm on the steering wheel? Because it's just a touch.
you have to touch the spot that needs to be mended.
Oh.
So you have to like go up and mend physically touching the spot that needs to be
Okay.
mended. So you're gonna have to figure out how you're all gonna
Who's
climb.
behind me?
So as
Me.
this is happening,
Can you reach around?
however, I will say 1 second. That was cocked. 1 second. That sets off 3 other bobsledders. So about
Worth it.
there's about 6 more behind you guys, max. Everyone else is in front of you right now. But yeah, it's chaos as the ball bearings just go flying everywhere. Okay.
I'm also going to try and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the driver of the closest sled.
Okay, and that's a wisdom
It's a wisdom
saving throw?
save, DC 15.
And what's the range?
30
feet
range
at
the
least?
range is 30 feet.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Yeah, so not too far. And the DC save is once again?
15.
15?
Wisdom.
Yeah, that's a 13.
Yeah.
That's very common dwarven man.
Yeah.
He's like,
So he's just prone and incapacitated and
Yep,
laughing.
but he starts to laugh as it takes a moment, as like they're like, Jerry, what's so funny? They're like, he drank too much of the mulberry spice. And there's just a conversation, but he just like laughs to the point that you just see him going left and right and hitting left and right and just like totally steering to a point where he's losing speed instead of gaining it. So as that action had occurred, so what I want him to do is every time that you guys are about to hit a split, I'm going to check in with the 4 of you, and you guys all have one thing you can do. Then I'm going to go back to them, and we're going to do this until the game's over.
Okay.
Yeah?
Alright.
Okay, cool. So that's happening. You guys had run up to the ladder and climbed up it with as much speed and strength as you can. You chose the right ladder, correct?
Mhm.
All right. So you're seeing split in front of you, solid maybe 7 to 8 of them already making their way. There's quite a few dwarfs in front of you, but there's actually an area where it all kind of spans out and the ladder continues on. So they're all choosing sections,
Okay.
almost like a long ladder and then a horizontal ladder. So there's different areas you guys can hold on to. So either one of you, whoever's carrying one another or running,
Carrying you.
make a strength check, please, as you're climbing up this ladder. It's a pretty slippery, icy ladder.
Oh, goodness.
Oh! Natural 1. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so what happens is this, is you start to climb up the ladder and you're not expecting it to be so slippery, especially with your little gnome friend tickling you a little bit too much on the back. And you just take a moment and your hands slip and you just slide and you fall. Can you make a dex saving throw?
Yes, I can certainly do that.
Ooh, not ones.
Well,
This
8.
last
You're not
Eight?
rolling very well.
8 with your deck save.
Yeah.
So you would start to grab. You try to grab onto the poles of the ladder, like the and you just as you're just breaking them as you're falling. You're destroying the ladder that tons of people are up on.
Oh.
So you're trying. Let's see if the structure stands. All right, the structure stands, but they're all stuck up there now, conveniently, I guess, as you break this ladder. But you are going to fall, and you're going to take, both of you, can I have you make a dex saving throw?
18.
All right, so you're going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage, as you guys had fallen almost 20 feet. Woof!
Thanks.
All right. So,
Okay.
unfortunately, you're not able to deal or try to hit any of these bobsleds, but you're able to fall down, and you
And
see
then go
about.
up the other ladder.
It seems like the bobsleds are already making their way past right at that moment. So the
Ah.
timing's important here. But right now, all of these 4 or 5 people up there are like looking down, like, what are we gonna do? We're supposed to slide on the bobsled. You've broken the sled. They're all screaming. That's ingenuity at its finest. One person shouted.
All right, let's
We'll try
run
it
to the
the next
next
one.
spot.
We'll try
Okay.
it the next
All
one.
right, sounds good. All right, so as this continue on, you can see above you your very distinct red dwarven painted one. You see your friends go up past you as you see them slide, and you're like, they actually chose the left one, so you guys have to turn around as you're leaving, and you see them slide right past you. You guys start to run down as everyone on that left lander runs down and starts to chase you guys as well.
Okay.
Okay, so at least you guys know that your friends are on this path. If that helps at all. Next round, all of these sleds are just turning. Now, right now, you guys see, and it appears as if you're about to hit a loop-de-loop right in the center of town. So it kind of curves down, and there's like a loop-de-loop that's going to probably curve upward in some way. But you're hitting what appears to be a loop-de-loop. So, what do you guys want to do?
I'd like to use the quill that Eliwick gave me.
Okay, minor
Cast
illusion.
Minor illusion in front of the closest. Of the sleds in front, and
Yeah.
conjure an image of like a cute little dwarven baby. Just sort of on the track. Just
Make a
trying to crawl.
performance check.
Right. That's 15.
Okay, 4 of the bobsleds in front of you all try to. Once one dwarf like gets up and shouts, "Baby!" All the other ones are kind of like trying to avoid the baby as they all kind of crash and fall off to the sides together, and they all shake their fists off in the corner where they had been thrusted into the snowy ice
And-
at you as you're passing.
As that happens, can I shout in front? I said, "Not real! Not real!"
Yeah, they're just
Sure.
shaking their fists even harder. Okay, great. And what do the rest of you guys want to do? So you want to cast Mending, right?
Yeah, can Pigeon reach
slowing
around
down.
me and hold the steering wheel while I lean down?
Yes. Make a strength check and make a strength check because there's a lot of velocity
Oh
happening.
god.
So as a bonus action, can I use my mage hand to help Pigeon kind of
That's all right.
steer? To like kind of
Sure.
give her extra,
Yeah, I'll
give
give
him
you
extra.
an assist. You make an advantage as you use your action to cast Mage Hand to help Pigeon.
Yeah.
stay.
I just got a natural 20 on
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Thanks, Dan.
And what did 12? It takes the full turn, and you have to get all the way to the back. But next turn, you can totally cast Mending. You get there. It just took the whole turn to
Am I in the
claw.
back now?
You're in the back.
Okay, good.
Now, as that is happening, though, this is how it kind of paints out. So you cast Mage Hand as you have just clawing over you,
people.
Boot. As you scream, illusion, as you just slice the baby and it just dissipates with a perfect neck 20 carving straight
Oh
through
my
it.
god.
So yeah, good job. And you get that loop-de-loop, you hit it as you guys all do a full loop-de-loop. And it feels like your stomachs are in your chest as you're hanging on, like trying to climb towards the back.
Trying so hard.
Yeah. But with the 12, you're barely hanging
Yeah.
on as you're able to. The loop-de-loop catches once more, and you're able to kind of thrust your butt back inside. All right.
I'm so ready.
That was your full action, yeah, to make sure that you could hold it steady. All right. So the next turn, the two of you run all the way down. You hit sharp right because it seems like if you want to try to run across, you're going to lose time. So you have to, if you chose right, you have to stay right, unless you want to try to lose a round by going left.
They're
Yeah,
left,
let's
right?
They had chosen left, but you guys ran right because you were going downhill, so you're technically on the same track.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
we're on their track.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
This
No,
is good
track.
because we can take out their competition.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you guys run down once more. You run back to the right. You take a moment. You have two sections that split right here. You see a loop-de-loop, like kind of that heads right down towards the center of town, and there's a split track left and right.
I'm on your back, so you're choosing.
Right. We'll yell out. Tell me.
Left.
I go left.
All right, you go left. All right, sounds good. You go left. You go left with him as well.
I'm on his back.
You start to climb up. Roll a strength check, please.
All right. This time I will do better. Yes. I get a 12.
Wait, do we
12?
have guidance as well?
No, sorry. No, it was just the four of us.
12? Okay, enough to not break anything. As some of the people like gave you a second to climb first, and then like you climbed up, and they're like, phew, and they all climb up behind you. Everyone chooses a spot, and as you kind of climb up towards the top, you can see that a bunch of the bobsleds are making their way past what appears to be a kind of slow turning loop-de-loop, which gave you just enough time to climb up this 25-foot thing. But as you do so, you see about 7 to 8 bobsleds like in first place currently, like just all racing, different colors, different patches. There's some there's 2 blue ones, there's a couple ones that look like trees. What do you guys want to do as they're approaching?
So we're allowed to smash them, right?
Yeah,
Like with a weapon? It would
I'm
seem.
going
anyone's choice.
I'm going to throw some an acid vial at the front of one.
Okay,
A vial of
roll
acid.
the
at the
hit, roll the
front.
hit. As you just like climb up and he looks to
Well,
you
the
like, what are
vial
we supposed to do? And you just throw an acid.
Okay, do I have to roll to hit even though it's a dex save for them?
If it's a dex save, no. I'm gonna make it a dex save for the people steering. Okay.
How much damage?
So as you throw it,
Well, it says an object automatically takes it.
well,
but
here's
it's
what.
moving.
But here's
so-
what happened too. As it's moving, you roll to hit it, and your vial goes straight through it. As the person next to it kind of snickers after casting the spell too quickly, having made an illusionary blue one, you threw it at one of the blue ones, and it was just dual casting it.
foiled.
So it zips past you as this little door snickers. But there's more coming still.
Well,
So-
I will throw caution to the wind and charge out onto the with my sword drawn and swing at the front of one.
Oh my god! Am I still on his back? Can I jump off?
Yeah, you jump off, but everybody else has been holding onto the ladder below and like hitting up as they come. But you just climb your
Charge
way up.
onto the track.
All right, Conan.
Okay. Actually, as this is happening, let's take a break right there at this perfect moment of you running to the center and holding up your sword, your +2 longsword, and just
Okay.
getting ready to swing.
I'm gonna pop in
It's great.
chat.
It's great. Good job, you guys.
Yes.
And we'll take a break,
Oh
so
my
use the bathroom,
God.
do whatever you guys need to do.
Oh
We are
my
still
God.
live if you guys wish to talk to anybody. But,
Yeah, if you have any questions.
Food,
I'll put
drink
them
drinks.
different.
Ask us questions.
Good fun.
We will answer. Maybe.
Yes, I am in chat now.
Yeah, and don't forget !raffle for anybody who wants to join the raffle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I'm gonna still play the Christmas music. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my
It almost
God.
sounds like Forrest Gump.
It does. My friend
no.
Matt Dahan wrote this music.
It
It's
sounds great.
very nice.
Composer.
So,
Good
good
stuff.
stuff. Talented guy.
And then it got quiet.
What a funny
Yeah.
session. What a
How's
wackadoodle
that,
session.
Letters? I will smite these letters.
Just put my
I love Midwinter Festival. Yeah, traditionally the
I'm
ice
gonna-
skating is usually in different locations. So like
Well, I hope this
skating,
was the adventure you planned for us.
it's a portion of it.
A
Definitely. Definitely.
Oh, that's
Oh.
I want to use all my things, but I feel like I shouldn't use them all on a race.
Oh,
I feel like we might
Rachel.
need things.
Lord Arctic
There might be
Frost
bigger
says,
fish,
are
but-
you still gathering RPG stuff for friends that lost their stuff in the fire?
Yes, absolutely, we are.
Yes, they're still gathering things.
Oh, sorry.
I will let Rachel tell you more about that when she gets back from wherever she's going.
Yes.
Right now.
I will send out. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but I'll send out the address at the end, like we did last time.
Yeah.
Yes, there's still, especially because it's almost Christmas. It's
It
Christmas
is.
season.
And you can also
Holidays.
find us on Twitter, and we can message you the address to donate the nerd things. So what? Hi, Smack Jelly. Thank you for joining us. This is Boys Butts Glory, a special one-off where we have some really cool guests. And so far, we joined a bobsledding competition, which we are allowed to cast spells and smack the other bobsleds, apparently.
But not with intent to hurt. No
Not with
malicious
intent to
intent.
hurt. And then also, I have a beard that is spirit gummed to my face.
And Angrad now owns a very bad, black, moldy home of some sort near bar.
Yeah. Should we get me? I was gonna ask him for red vines.
We don't have any.
Red vines.
Oh,
I didn't see any.
oh, sad. Came for bobsleds, stayed for the demo derby. Don't forget, you guys can ask us questions. We will
Please.
have answers for you.
Has anyone? I'm curious too. Has anyone like ever played anything in Midwinter before? Like it's
Yeah.
super fun, the festival. So
I did the Midwinter Festival in Neverwinter.
I was almost placing you guys in Neverwinter because I love Neverwinter,
It's fun.
but it's also Neverwinter. So I didn't want to put you in a place because sometimes it can snow there. But I was like, I'd rather put you in a snowy hills, a wonderful snowy hills.
Are these traditional bobsleds or Olympic bobsleds? Because I don't know which is better. I think these are traditional.
It's a version of both, I think, because the bobsled ones have more of a cubby, whereas the Olympic ones have more of a flat surface so that you can jump and stuff. Like the more sleek designs. But I almost see it as a half and half. I think the one you guys chose was more of a traditional bobsled.
I imagine so, because
Yeah.
apparently the one we chose is for children. But we are baby dwarves, so. Not babies, we're like preteens. I know, did you guys, I don't know if you can see on the mini. I don't know if the mini cam is up.
It's probably
but
not
it's
up.
snowy and beautiful. And
It
amazing
is
great.
snowy and beautiful, and there is dinosaurs there that
Oh,
have
yeah.
in the main tab.
So Rachel and I are playing twin dwarves, in case you missed it, and we now have dinosaur mounts. Little dinos.
Yeah, good old Ellie ripped off one of her patches and threw it on the ground. They are filled with fun trinkets that you guys are slowly seeing.
Smack Jelly says, has anyone seen the Frosty the Snowman is actually an Ice Lich post on Reddit?
Oh, I haven't. That's funny. That's awesome. Frosty the Snowman's on Ice Lich.
These, Gabriel Knight, these are not our boyfriends. No, not today.
Just besties.
But if you watch the last Boys Buds Glory, those are the boyfriends that usually get plugged, like Gray and Brand. But these are just our boy friends who are boys.
And I've been playing with Chandler for almost 2 years, and I haven't played with Dan yet, but I've been playing only at the table with Jason. Never DM'd him, so this is super fun. This is a special day for me in many ways.
I'm very excited about these characters being out in the world now.
Did I get any chat comments about my armor?
Hi, Jonathan.
You look amazing.
I don't know, we haven't scrolled up because I just joined chat.
Got it.
Some
But Jason
great
is wearing some
armor.
amazing armor.
We'll take a photo. We'll take a photo after
It's
everything
really,
to make
really
sure you
awesome.
get the full visual
I
of
think
how
he stole it
beautiful
from Brian
it is.
Forrest.
Yes,
Yeah.
Right
Brian
in his
Forrest.
closet? Yeah.
Well, this is my helmet.
Yeah.
Such a great helmet.
Banishka is asking, what is the definition of glory? We don't know. We
You're
just thought
looking
it was
at
funny.
it. You're looking at it.
This is the definition of glory.
Yep.
Glory's whatever you need it to be.
Yep.
It's, yes, glory is whatever is in your heart.
Glory is me, glory is you, glory is everyone.
Glory
That's the
lives
glory
within
of
us.
love.
Life is glorious.
Who knows, man?
Jelly Smack Kelly's Twitter is You're a Wizard Kelly, Y-E-R-A Wizard Kelly.
You're a wizard, Kelly. You're a wizard. I've been able to do so many fun dialects today. I love it when people
good.
go into towns.
My
Oh, wow.
So excited. I can't wait to continue.
Leah!
Hello, Leah.
I love you. Thank you.
You're a local.
You have it your house
to
now.
a moldy black shop.
Yeah.
I
I can
don't
fix it up later.
know how.
questions in chat?
We've been answering them. Oh, Smokebeard says, yes, Jason's armor does look amazing.
Awesome.
Right?
Smokebeard.
It's also a good name.
Yeah.
And so, Lord Arctic Frost says, Urban Dictionary has a comical definition of the word glory.
Uh-oh.
What do Lala and Moira do for Simril?
Simril.
I
Jonathan.
No.
Hi, Gil.
Hi, Gil.
Gil?
Hi, Gil.
Gil Ramirez.
Oh.
You
Hey,
give
Gil.
us these wonderful 20s.
I know. Helen stole mine when she left.
No.
It was in our little thing.
She'll be back soon. She just got back into Tony things. So.
Oh, good.
I love her watching her Instagram. Her Instagram's great.
Oh yes, Cimrel, the festival in Neverwinter.
I want to look up that Urban Dictionary. Glory.
I'm nervous now.
Me too.
Is Blurry a word?
Well,
Someone
it's
said
not
there's
Urban
a-
Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary is non-official.
Thanks, Joe.
Non-official.
What up?
Blurry's
Patrick,
for us.
Tom,
Blurry's
Brian,
for you.
Victor, if any of you are watching.
Oh no, what is it?
Sick, tight, hot, sexy, gorgeous, cool, bad, and chill. That's what blurry means.
That's that
That's
shit.
great.
You see that chick? Yeah, she blurry.
See those boys? They
They're
They
blurry.
blurry.
They
That-
blurry. Oh my god.
One of my sisters is watching.
That's awful.
I don't know if the other one's watching.
Hello. I'm gonna get a
Well,
snack.
where is everyone tuning in from? I love this question. We ask it often.
Makes me very
This,
happy.
Raphael, this is a one shot with different characters, just because we enjoy it. We like bringing in our friends, bringing them into our show for the chaos. Yeah, Erica and I have had these characters for a long time, though.
We have.
We just wanted an excuse to bring them in. Our idiots, our little boys, our little kids,
And everyone's playing level
Brooklyn.
6.
Boys with an I.
Level 6?
boys.
Brooklyn,
Boys.
Indianapolis,
Wow.
Massachusetts, Miami, Pittsburgh,
Everywhere.
Wow.
General Florida,
General Florida.
London,
Wow.
UK.
Hello, London.
Australia,
That's so
Hi,
cool.
guys.
Queens, New York, Texas,
Hey.
Nebraska,
Nebraska.
Maryland.
Maryland.
Go
is
Big
here.
Red,
Maryland.
baby.
I lived in Baltimore for a
Oh,
while.
yeah, Dom.
You did. I lived in Ashton
Hey.
for a while.
Did you ever go to
Eric
Port
and I are
Discovery?
from Walnut Creek.
Yeah. Oh, like in
I've heard of
Baltimore
New York
Harbor.
from Rochester.
Yeah. Fucking,
Yeah.
I loved Port Discovery.
Oh, it was awesome.
It's the
That-
best.
that
It's,
whole
it's
area.
a giant.
Puerto Rico.
It was like an
Baltimore
old,
Science
like a
Museum.
yeah, it's like a
West
Firestone factory or
Michigan.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Montreal,
Montreal.
I gotta grab
Tuscany.
Montreal,
Hello,
J'adore.
Tuscany. How's
Rio
it
de
going?
Janeiro.
Hi,
Go
guys.
outside, Tuscany. What are you doing watching
Holy
us?
cow.
Go outside.
Portland, hey, Peter.
Advice for mustache: just let
I'll
it
be with
ride.
you soon.
Let it ride, baby.
Oh God.
Yes.
No.
Look at that mustache.
No.
Someone asked what
don't.
they.
Don't.
Thanks,
No.
Scream D20, for tuning in. And
I don't know if I should
tuning
read
in.
that out loud, but
Uh-oh.
It was also Dan's birthday yesterday, so happy
Yeah.
birthday to Dan.
Happy birthday!
All right.
Yay.
We should brought a cake.
know.
We should
I
have.
did not plan ahead.
Greece.
This is my
Hello,
metaphor.
Greece. How's it
Hey,
going?
who's from Missouri? Where in Missouri? Do I know you?
I did now.
Arizona.
That's amazing. Your
That's
emote
basi-
is so
That's
good.
the Geek and Sundry Rage emote.
Greece.
Oh,
It's me screaming.
Ooh, I want to go to Greece.
Same. I want to go to Mykonos.
Mykonos.
Chicago.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Hey, Chicago.
I love
Aw, hi
Chicago.
guys. Jason, please model your armor.
Oh, well, here you go. So the story behind this armor. So this helm is my helm, and it is the helm of Hador from the Silmarillion. It's Turin's helm. The armor is actually borrowed for my friend Brian Forrest, who got it from Dracula Untold. This was actually Vlad Dracula's armor before he turned super evil.
No way,
Isn't that
really?
insane?
That's
Yeah.
really
Of
cool.
course, Brian Forrest would have
That's
that.
really
Mhm.
cool.
Of course.
And
He's got
apparently he
some
got it
amazing
from
stuff.
It's a Rap, which is a store
I love
yeah.
It's a Rap, of course.
here in Burbank.
Oh,
It's a
Rap
store in
is
Burbank
so
where you
good.
can get, we're lucky enough to live where movies are made, and so therefore when they make all these cool costumes and no one wants them, like who wouldn't want
Who
this,
doesn't want
right?
that?
Yeah.
You're gonna cry when you heard how
It
much
is.
this was.
It's very
He got it for
pricey.
$150.
That's nothing.
Kidding me?
Yeah, maybe he doesn't want me to say that on stream, but I mean, that's how much
Sorry,
it was
Brian.
at the
Sorry,
store.
Dad.
That's a
So you
steal.
can find
though.
great deals.
He is
for
a prop
awesome
master.
things.
He's a prop god.
I found some amazing pieces at the LA Opera. I found these
I
beautiful
wanna
bustles.
go.
It was $40-$50 for these
Read
ginormous handmade bustles. It's just sometimes you out here there's a lot of art, and so it's nice when people are like
Yeah.
going on to the next phase, and then you get to hear about these last minute sales, and you just
I
grab
want
it.
I
Yeah.
want all the costumes. I want costumes for everything.
I have 14
That's
buckets of
insane.
costumes, like more
Can I
than
wear the helmet?
I did when I was a child. Thank you.
Um,
Should we pull for the raffle? Should we pull for the raffle?
No, because
Somebody in
just-
chat wanna pull for the raffle?
Raffle.
Raffle?
So
Raffle?
Callie, we're not supposed to have them whisper anymore.
Oh, we're not.
Oh, okay.
That's good to know.
I forget what they said to do. We need to get their information. So email.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
win, email.
I think
Girls
it's the
Gets
mod. It's the Girls Gets Glory, or at least the mod. Somebody can take care of your information that we can pass along. But yeah. Yeah, somebody collect that information so we can send you all the good stuff.
Raffle, 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 raffle.
Green D20. I'm from St. Louis, so
St.
it's a
Louis.
great place. Yeah. Can't spell hustle without the STL.
I wear the helmet at the end, but right now I have like
Some
all these
really good
weird
barbecue
things that I'm
out there.
not
Yeah.
exactly written. Like there's a little bonnet underneath, and
Yes,
there's like two
oh.
pads and stuff. So if I
That
take it
is
off,
gonna,
it's
it's gonna fall right down.
yeah. Okay.
I'm,
You can put the bonnet, or just keep your hat on. Actually.
put it on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one Erica bought is actual metal.
Oh wow.
It's like a
Yeah,
it's
this is
solid,
fiberglass.
heavy metal helmet. It's
Wow.
insane, and I wanted it.
Wow.
I want to go back to that place. We went to a store. I took
On
her
La
there. On La Brea, they had a pile of helmets in the corner
Is there a mod in
that
here?
you could buy. There's just like a. There should be. It was amazing.
Oh, another sweet, and I forgot.
I would let you have this, but I want it.
You can have it.
Ah.
I'll have a mint. Sweet.
We've still got 2
We'll
minutes.
figure it out.
2 minutes.
To chill. It's raffle time.
time.
No, I got us
almost
2
raffle
minutes.
time.
2 minutes.
You only got 2 minutes, save the world.
It's a great song.
I thought it was 4.
It is, but
Who's that? Madonna and
JT.
JT. Yeah.
JT, but produced by
I'm
Timbaland,
gonna
right?
actually
JT.
grab a sweet because I don't want to mint
Grab
you.
me one?
Ow.
Oh.
You know, this would be an appropriate place to yell timber. Yeah.
Kelly.
You know, it's going out. I'm yelling timber.
Oh my god.
I'm.
No.
Oh, because of the trees?
Yeah, that's a joke.
Wow, I'm
Yeah.
slow.
It's fine. It's
Cole
some
Drake, you just need to
deep
come
joke.
to LA. There's a lot of. There's
1
a lot of
minute,
weird shit
thank
today.
you.
1 minute.
Uno
and we're
momento.
back.
This is where you buy the weird shit.
Any last minute questions for us before we begin?
The raffle is for a player's handbook.
Player's handbook, yes.
Yep.
One of
Ask
which
us
I
your
have
question.
But
one
the
right
winner
here.
is Gabriel Knight. Did Gabriel
Hey,
Gabriel!
I don't know, but Gabriel,
Congratulations.
You get
Right.
Yay.
Yes, definitely
Info
pass
for
along your
Fire
information to the
RPG
mod
Related.
if you're able to do that. To have a
I mean,
selected.
yeah, if I can
I think there's.
find the title of it.
I didn't read the directions.
I
It was
believe
sent to
it's.
an
I
email.
believe it's just speak to the mod, or at least you can ping us on our
Yeah,
Twitter.
Aren't you supposed
Twitter,
to whisper
send us a
D&D?
message on. No, it's
Did it
been
change?
changed.
It did change. It did.
So
Never
we-
mind. Don't listen to me.
I should have read that email a little
gonna
bit
get
more
that.
closely before the game.
Ah,
But
don't
open.
ignore
We're
it.
gonna get your info and we'll make sure we figure that out.
The
But it might take
Elon.
a few weeks, just FYI. It might take a few weeks.
Congratulations! You can play multi-day. Okay, great.
D&D.
Well, I am. I think we're just about there, so I'm gonna press play.
I'm gonna if for any of those that are gonna drop some items,
We're
drop it
back.
later.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, drop it later. There's there's a side swipe back to the action happening in the bobsled.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Cha-cha. Back to the action happening with the bobsleds in Mirabar right now, as you guys are in this race that you just signed up for last minute. So you are standing in the center with
Yes, open
your
sword.
sword. Okay.
Ah!
So a bunch of them are coming at you full speed. What do you want to do?
I will swing at the closest one. Isn't that was the impression I was allowed to smash?
You definitely are, but they're coming at you real fast. And one of the people on bobsled's like, "It's another mirage." Going full
I have a
full
high
force
constitution.
at you. Okay, well, I need you to actually roll to hit as one is coming at you full. One's definitely coming at you full force
Very well.
with a lot of velocity.
If you roll a 20 on this, should be super cool. I'm just saying.
Well, I got close. I
Oh,
rolled a natural 19
Damn it.
plus 8, so
A natural
20
19 plus 8.
27.
Okay, so what happens is this. You're able, as one's coming at you, to just smash the bottom of its hinges, and as it kind of like skirts to a stop, and they try to turn off to the side, and they just stop there. They're kind of like, I guess it wasn't a mirage. As you're able to just like decimate the bottom, but as you like hit it and turn, and you're like, haha. The ones like one of the people who you had just stopped screams, Tony, it's not a mirage, as this one person making their way towards you.
Tony.
It's just like, and you turn around as one's just coming at you full speed, and there's like another 20 behind it, but it's just coming full speed, and I just need you to make a dex saving throw right away.
Oh God. 8.
Okay, so this is what happens.
Maybe.
It hits you. It hits you so hard. Like, and this one had, I'm gonna say, oh, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna make this happen because I think this is gonna be interesting. It hits you, and as it hits you full force, like at your stomach, it was also retrofitted for like something to hit in front of it.
Oh, great.
It kind of hits you as you turn and you flip, as another one hits you as you turn and you flip, and another one hits you, and another one hits you, for a total, as all these bobsleds are just hitting you as they pass. It's going to be 22.
That's a lot of sixes.
Yeah, 22, 24. That's 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Awake.
As you slowly like turn as blood is trickling out of your mouth. Now you accidentally probably did slow a couple of them down, but their velocity was so fast, and he was just kind of pinged off as they were hitting them. As you skid to the stop, like flat and blood trickling out, you see a familiar one coming at you full force. All of you guys catch right now as you guys are hitting the next diversion, right before it splits. Him on the left-hand side, a bunch of them already diverted off. There's no more than 20 in front of you right now. All the ones behind you have either been tricked on too much, and you guys have been able to at least avoid a lot of the madness because everyone's fighting ahead of you. But there's about 20 left on your wing. So what do you guys do when you see a giant friend of yours bloodied as you guys are going full force?
How many are behind us?
No more. Everyone behind you right now has been rather put out of commission or is not going fast enough and super far behind. But in front of you, you know, as you're counting, as you can see another turn about to hit where it's going to divert once more. And he had chosen one side of it to hit more on, which I think you guys chose the left-hand side. So they were more on the left at the entrance point of the left. But he had gotten hit so much that he's just skidded all the way to where everyone's hitting him. About 20 have split, about 10 in the right, 10 in the left.
How far away from me?
Him right now going full speed. I mean, it's nearing. I mean, I would say 10 feet as you guys had realized this.
How far away are the ones that are ahead of me?
They have hit him quite a few times. I'd say they're about 30 feet ahead of you.
Okay, I'm gonna use. I'm going to angle my body this way.
Okay.
And use gust of wind to try and knock him off the track.
Okay. So you're going to use gust of wind. So is that a save, or what is gust of wind?
It is a save.
Okay.
It's a strength saving throw.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, they are dwarfs.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they're not really paying attention. So with that gust of wind, you knock over 3. Like 3 of them are just completely, just get totally thrusted to the side, and another 3 are out of commission out of the 17. What do you want to do, Pigeon?
Oh, were you pushing him off the track, or were you pushing?
No, I was pushing back
Boot decided to not worry about their friends, and they're very focused. They're very focused on the situation.
I want them to be away.
You also feel like your mending would help because you haven't been able to have the chance to cast it yet. You just finished the loop, so yeah. On the back.
Haven't?
No, you haven't. That takes a full action.
Okay, then never mind. I guess I'll do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I want to mend this.
Aww, the gust of wind. You'll save it for another one. All right, so it's still 20 in front of you. We'll step back. We'll step back. It's fine. You had just finished the loop, and now you're back in, and you can cast mending on the back. You smack your hand on the back.
What about mending on me?
All of this mending, as you kind of are able to fix whatever's broken, you can feel the speed pick up with your bobsled. But then you turn around after casting mending on the back, and you look and you see him in the center. What would you like to do, Pigeon? You're leading.
Man, I'm still figuring this out.
I did.
Are we still going straight to our friend?
Yeah.
I'm just
10
another
feet away.
crazy local.
You're 10 feet away.
Oh,
I want to live to see my house.
I've got Revivify. You're fine. You'll get that poisonous black mold in a day.
So, say I cast Thunderwave.
Hypothetically speaking.
How much?
Damage with that.
Well, you might
What's
knock
your-
him off the track, and then he's several feet above it, and he has to do that like 20 or
You
something.
also know that Thunderwave has damage,
Yep.
thunder damage. So
Yes,
it
I know.
might, if anyone catches you hurting anybody, It might-
that
But
is
if no one's
nullify
behind you right now,
no one's behind them.
then I could probably crawl away
Yeah.
before someone else or roll
Well,
off
your
away.
full action in your move with that one, it's
Yeah,
like
I'm
it's like
gonna-
your speed. You're prone, like you're completely knocked prone, and like
And where? But am I on the edge of the track? I'm in
no,
the
you're
mid-
right
Oh,
smack
I'm
dab
right
in the
smack dab
middle,
in the middle.
and they're coming at you full force.
Great.
I don't have anything to help
All right.
With
Can you
that,
just
Well, why don't we
move
see what
the-
happens? You can try
I
to
can
move.
try to
Make a strength check.
Yeah, I'll
As
just.
you, sounds good. You make a
I'll
strength
just
check.
try
What do you
to
guys want to
steer
do?
out of the way.
Can I try and use my mage hand to pull him a little bit?
So you will assist the strength check then. So
Yeah.
I'll say that counts as
Yeah.
an advantage. And then what do you want to do, buddy? Gavin, anything?
I like to assist or just.
Hey!
Action to wave. All right, sounds good. And a strength
Wait,
check?
do I have something to do?
No, because you use your action
To
with
jump
the
off of
throwing.
Oh,
you
the
threw
vial.
acid. Yeah, you threw the vial, and then that was your action.
18.
18? Okay, yeah. With the strength of your friends, the assist of the mage hand, being able to push his limp body ever so slightly aside, you just miss him, like narrowly. Just enough to like give his ice crown is kind of shattered right now. But yeah.
Can I
And was that my full action?
Yes.
can I drop a potion of healing behind the as we pass him?
That would take a full action. I'm gonna say it's you noticed it too quickly and it's all happening so fast that you're not able to have that reaction yet. But you guys zip past him as you see him on the track, just bloody, like trying to crawl off. So let's say it's the next round. It splits both left and right. What do you guys want to do?
Left.
Left.
Stay left.
I want to cast Fog Cloud at the entrance on the right.
Okay, all right. The fog cloud at the entrance on the right. Everyone's already passed through the
Oh.
entrance, though.
Never mind.
Yeah, everyone's
Not gonna
there are
do
only
that.
people ahead of you right now. There are 20 people ahead of you right now, from what you can tell on your side. So,
But wait, did we already do our
oh yes, you just did your action. So we'll talk about the entrance in a second. I'm gonna narrate this a little bit. The two of you guys it takes a little bit of assistance and help, but you're able to help him slide off the track. You carry him all the way down. Essentially, he's able to hold his weight. But you guys get down the ladder. It looks like with what had occurred, you might have lost an opportunity, but you can at least go to the second one. So you can skip and go one ahead. Okay. As you guys are running to and skipping that next section where you're able to fight people, she pops a healing draft in your hand if you want to use
really
it.
badly. 9 more points.
I'll take it. Thanks.
Great.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay on hands for myself too.
Okay, sounds good. So you guys just run and you
As
heal
I'm
up.
gonna say, that was a bad idea. It was a bad idea.
I would have to agree with you.
A couple of blood trickles on your deed. Like your deed's a little covered in blood as you're running. But you're okay. You guys run to skip ahead to the next one. You already actually see the dwarves running down, having to recover after that moment. And so let's take it back to you guys then. As they use their action to heal, the 4 of you guys are splitting. You wanted to go left, correct? Sounds good. So you only see 20 people ahead of you right now. You guys also all catch roll a perception check, the 4 of you.
And I rolled. By the way, I laid on hands.
Oh!
What I have to for 15.
5?
I see everything. I
She
never
got
Not
that
20?
Yeah.
16?
16?
19.
19. All right, so the 3 of you guys, so you're not really looking because you're too focused. You catch that there are spikes within the ice here, and it looks like it's recently conjured. So it's going to take a lot of navigating around to avoid whoever had set up this nasty little trap.
Can I use Shatter on the spikes?
Sure, let's have you, I want you to make a sleight of hand to see if you can cast it just above enough to not create an issue. Because I'll just let you use it willingly and shatter everything.
Okay.
Ready?
No. 10.
Okay, you cast sleight of hand, and you use sleight of hand to cast shatter, and it shatters all the ice that you needed to. It completely shatters it, but it also shatters a section of the ice bridge, so there's a slope in it now. So right now what happens is there's a slope, and you shattered a section of it, so there's actually a hole in the bridge. So you're gonna have to have to like land after using the
Can we use this loop to gain momentum to get over
you can
it?
certainly try. So what happens is Boot does that, shatters, you feel like this shake of all this ice, and then you just suddenly see there's a drop. And that you guys are gonna have to use this concaved ice to try to create momentum and just jump off of it and hope that you can get ahead of people. What do you guys want to do as this is happening?
I mean, I don't know if it's gonna take my full action to try to keep control of the.
You can choose to do that. You can choose to try to push ahead and like kind of lean forward. All right, so make a strength check. Ooh. What do you guys want to do?
How far ahead are the nearest bobsleds?
30 feet ahead.
30 feet. All right, I'm just going to take this opportunity to, like in the middle of the pack, just cast Dancing Lights, which has a range of 120 feet. Just
Okay.
kind of like right in front of the driver of one of them to try and just befuddle him.
Okay, I'll have this also be a sleight of hand check to try to get it right in front of their faces.
Okay, that's going to be a 27.
And how many dancing lights are you casting?
So you could it's a cantrip, so you just get 4 Dancing Lights.
So you want to put it in front of 4 different people?
Yes,
with
I would
with
love
that?
to.
Yeah, you get them all, I'm going to say, with these 4 perfect dancing lights places that momentum's happening. It kind of hits them in the face as they're going. And they just can't see anything as you hear them scream like, "Oh, for the love of winter, midwinter," and they're like hitting everything. Another 4 are down. Well done. This brings you guys down to 16 people in front of you, not too many more. Okay, and what do you want to do?
I would like to throw my singed rabbit at one of the.
Roll to hit.
All right.
Roll to hit.
Would I
This is
add
just-
my like dex
Just
on
your
that?
dex check. Just
Okay.
your natural dex check. No proficiency.
8.
What happens is you throw your singed rabbit, and you guys, as you're running and laying on hands, you suddenly like see in front of you a singed rabbit just hit the snow in front of you as you continue to just run. Or do you want to pick up the singed rabbit? It's just like a singed
We're going to
rabbit.
continue to run.
Okay.
We look at it and go, oh. Just keep running.
Okay, sounds good. You run. And what was your strength check?
18.
18. Are you able to
19.
19. Okay, so you're able to hold firm and strong as all 4 of you guys kind of lean forward. I want the 3 of you guys to make a dex check as you guys are just trying to create momentum so that we don't fall off.
If you haven't
Yeah.
used guidance yet, don't forget to use guidance.
That's right. Okay.
Use that then.
You need time.
A 9?
9. Okay, what'd you get?
10.
10.
13.
All right, you actually don't think this is going to give you tons of momentum, but it's just enough with the strength check that you guys are able to kind of get off of it and hit it without losing anything. You just don't gain anything, but you're still behind those 16 people who have all hit in front of you. So the 2 of you guys had run down past, healed yourself up, and are hitting the last section, it appears, where this sort of deviation occurs. There's a lot of people climbing up to the top right now. They're all meeting up with you. It actually matches right now. It seems like almost everyone's meeting at the center point of the town, and all these people are screaming beneath you. So
So are we above where they come?
yeah, there's different ladders. There's actually 4 as you're approaching. You see the tracks on the left-hand side as well as the right-hand side. So don't forget, they technically, as you're running down the hill, this is all on the right
Can
happening.
we see what side they're on?
This side, them?
Uh-huh.
They have been on the right-hand side the whole time. So it looks like you choose, and then there's loops and turns, and then it meets and circles in the center. Does that make any sense?
So
It's
we
kind of
wanna
like
go
this.
on- wouldn't we want to go on their
We
side?
want to go on their side.
Mm-hmm.
You are on their side, from what you can tell. Roll a perception check to see if you can choose, because it splits one more time.
9.
9?
19.
Okay. You can tell from the 2 letters on the left, those are the ones they're going to be at, because there's a way that it loops and then it finishes with them. So it's actually, you're going to change sides here from the loop.
The left.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
So you run to the left. You can
Mhm.
choose left or right on the left, though, because there's a left and right and a right.
Oh,
and a left
right.
And right. Because it
Uh,
splits because there were 2 entrance
I
points.
guess we'll go left and then we'll go right.
Sounds good. So you go left to the left section because you know that's the one they're going to be on, but then
Mhm.
you choose the right hand side. Sounds good. So as you guys begin to climb up there, there's quite a few getting near this finish line. This is the last thing. Everyone's cheering and shouting. From the left-hand side of where technically the left-hand side of you guys running down, which is the opposite people who chose the other entrance point, they all look super far behind. It looks like the correct direction to go. Initially, in terms of speed, or at least competition, was the direction that they had chosen. So that was good. But that being said, you still see about 16 other people besides them heading. What do you guys want to do as they're all starting to near? They're splitting. You have about 10 people on your side. You don't see any of your friends yet.
We need to do something drastic.
I really want to
Moonbeam.
jump in their bobsled.
You want to jump in their bobsled?
I want to jump in their bobsled.
Whose? Ours?
Ours.
I could throw you.
So you grab her. You're just like,
But we don't see their bobsled yet, right?
no,
Or we do?
you see other people's
We're
bobsleds.
prepping. We're getting ready.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna hold your action to throw her once
Well,
your
hold
bobsled.
on. Do we feel like we have enough time to take out a few bobsleds and then throw her?
Sure, I'll say you do.
Okay.
Because
So
they're not super.
we don't
far
see
ahead.
them yet. Let's take as many of these out as we can.
All right, I'll throw a vial of acid
All right,
in
roll to
front
hit.
of one of them. It went from 17, then it went 3. It's not gonna hit. Whatever.
No? Okay, so you kind of skidded across. You're able to just move around it, unfortunately. I will say, though, because the acid hits the ground, you take out one, at least, as it kind of slides off and the
It's a
acid
10
eats
total.
away at the ice that's made of. So 15 left. And on your side, there's 10.
Hold person on one of the drivers.
Okay, that's a wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Okay, you've seen this a very unassuming kind of like child who's like just like just like all the anger of Christmas in him. Well, Winterfest. And what's the wisdom save?
+5 or
What's your spell save?
oh my 13. Sorry.
13?
Yeah.
Yeah, the kid passes, unfortunately.
Dang
As
it.
you this kid like just shoots eyes and glares at you. And just like grits his teeth, his little dwarven teeth, as he just zooms past. But that's that first
Okay.
action attempt. The rest of you guys, the 4 of you, what do you guys want to do? You see 10 people going to the right, and everyone else, the other 6 are going, 5 at this point, are going to the left.
I want to use my Wand of Wonder
Oh no.
Yes.
on the
Okay.
other track.
Okay. Okay.
So
Wonderful.
I'm just gonna grab it with one hand while steering with the other.
Okay, sounds good. So roll that percentile die. What'd you get?
73. Let's find out.
73.
No, you can't fireball.
Well,
No.
just a trick.
We're gonna have to leave town.
I just moved here.
Property values are gonna fall.
When I was just doing it on the track, I wasn't aiming at a bobsled.
Roll sleight of hand.
Oh my god.
You know?
You're gonna get us started
Wait,
in jail.
no, I won't. No, I will not. I will not. I will not. Will not. 17.
Okay, so as you're like, wand of one, see this ridiculous looking wand just comes out and you just smack it against this humongous fireball comes from it. Thankfully not hitting anybody, but because of the range of it, you're able to get in front and melt all of the ice off of this whole section as the whole bridge and the whole section of it, including the ladder, just like topples over as children are screaming.
I'm just gonna yell at I'm so sorry.
But you've taken out actually six of the other ones, so there's only 9 cars left in front of you.
We are
As,
such a
as
chaotic
Pigeon
group.
chooses that. What do
We
the
are
2 of you
such
guys
a
want to
chaotic
do?
group. Hey, I haven't done
Can we
anything.
see the finish line?
Yeah, it's just one more loop and then
Oh,
you're
no,
down.
there go all of your feathers. That's what happens when you do that.
There's 9 cars in front of you.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try and do dancing lights again because that seemed the most effective.
All right, sounds good. Roll sleight of hand again.
Kelly, I haven't done anything yet.
Yes, we're just going
Ooh.
around. One second.
Oh, gotcha.
That is gonna be a 25.
25, so you cast 4 more dancing lights?
Yes.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom. And 4 of those faces, they just completely divert off, not able to get you at all. It seems like everybody, because you guys were last place, totally forgot about you, because they had all been fighting with each other. 5 left. 5 cars in front of you left. All right, what would you like to do?
Cast Gust of Wind behind us to propel us forward.
Roll a sleight of hand check, too. See how well you can, or in nature. It can be in nature. Sleight of hand or in
which
nature.
one's better? Probably definitely sleight of hand.
Okay.
Nature's just a nothing. 18.
As you guys catch this, suddenly there's a movement forward as you feel this huge gust of winter wind kind of kick up all of the snow that has fallen, and you're able to actually carve this perfect kind of straight line as you hit to the right-hand side. You're now pushing into what appears to be quite a few bobsleds all around you. You guys, getting prepped your action, see this happen. Roll to hit the bobsled, I think, or just make a dex check to try to throw this gnome in there.
Okay.
Okay.
And you know, I never asked why she wanted to be in it, so I'm just throwing.
Just throw.
All right, yeah. 21.
That's okay.
Perfectly with agile grace, with this crazy helm and this crazy robe and these crazy things. You're flying through the air. You
Broken
see your little
crown.
gnome friend. Snap, you hit right in the center of the bobsled. There's barely enough room for you, but you're tiny enough. You fit. So,
Can I do something?
yes.
I'm gonna use my helm of teleportation to teleport us to the end of the to the finish line.
Yes.
And the bobsled too. So we'll just
Right to the finish line, or as if you have already ended.
no right to the finish line, like to cross the finish line.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try. We
so
might be taking us.
You take a
somewhere else.
moment. You take a moment and you look at everyone and you're like, okay. And then you close your eyes and you guys all feel for a second like your body's all like in a blink, like, and you just feel like you've dissipated somewhere.
So this is
This might be illegal.
this is probably seen casually. I've seen this place casually.
Casually, I would say.
I wouldn't say
Casually.
very familiar, but
No, I wouldn't.
okay.
Boy. Let's give it death.
Oh my gosh, this is so great.
Enjoy your
Into
living.
a volcano.
Ooh, we do it. We land on target.
Do you
Yes.
72%.
Oh, 72% with the and you said casually.
And I have to get over 54.
All right. So it takes a moment as you just focus on what you had seen as the finish line as you were running, as all of you guys blink out of existence for a second and then feel your breath pop back into you as you suddenly like push through the finish line. You're going really fast. I would have had to ask you guys to help slow each other down. So I need you to make a strength check to try to not steer it into a bunch of children, like in dwarves that are all cheering right now. All right. So just as you're like kind of like Cuba Gooding Jr. in the dog sled movie, yeah, Snow Dogs. You slide past, but you're able to stop it just as all the snow is kicking up, and you stop right in front of this little baby who's the mother's just got this baby, and this baby just goes. And everyone's kind of cheering around you. There's a really joyous, ridiculous scene happening for a bit. As you guys are all like, there's this guy coming out with this big, huge rope who looks actually very identical to you, except
Hey,
it's
can I run? I'm gonna run down there.
except it's a dwarf on
join.
stilts.
Okay.
It's a dwarf on stilts. Who has this big crown and is taking it off and like about to walk forward to all of you guys. As everyone's celebrating, quite a few people in the bobsleds as they're all hitting the end of the line, the last 5, they're all breathing. And you can hear people shouting them. They're like, they use teleportation. And it's like, that's a really strong spell. How'd they get that? And there's like all of these talks, but apparently nobody had ever used that before. And you set a new precedent.
Oh my god.
But there is a couple of judges and dwarfs who seem to be negotiating of this, and though you had done something inventive, and they're trying to gauge if it's in the spirit of Midwinter. However, as this is happening, you guys catch something like a shadow above you, and as you guys are all here, so actually I want to clear this really quickly. Yeah.
Oh no. It's an adult white dragon.
So you're all here.
I found my
Cheering in the center with
mechanical
all these babies all around
servants.
you.
Oh yeah. Do we have our little dino
Yes,
friends?
you do, and they've come back.
Yay!
They're right here. They're all
Did you
cheering.
see what I did, Alfred? Did you see? Are you proud of your mummy?
However, as you guys are all looking above you, there's like a shadow in the sky. Can I have you guys all roll a perception check?
16.
Oh, 18.
17.
15.
7.
15.
What you see
Oh no.
coming at you guys full speed
Oh no.
is a giant, huge rock that
Rock.
has to be the biggest rock you've ever seen in your life, just falling from the center of the sky. What do you guys want to do?
Run.
Thunderwave.
Dodge.
Oh,
Thunderwave?
smart.
Okay.
Directly above it.
Thunderwave up. Okay. So how much damage does that do?
2d8 unless I cast it at a higher level.
Okay. So choose whatever you want.
I'm
And
gonna-
I want actually everyone to roll initiative as this is happening. Kind of looks like this, you guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
A meteor! Oh! Oh! My initiative is great.
And there's
Oh, yeah,
also a
initiative.
lot of children around you, a lot of
19,
kids, a lot of family.
I've got a question about this rock.
Mhm.
Or sorry.
21.
13.
All right,
Oh,
so
wait, I
that's
gotta roll
initiative.
initiative
Yeah,
for
initiative
my-
first. 21. So that is you boot.
Guy.
And anybody else above 20? No? right, 20 to 15.
I had 19.
19. Nice, Angrad. And then 15 to 10.
I got 14.
13 for me.
14.
And my
14, you're probably going to go
mechanicals-
first because you probably have a higher dex mod.
my
So that's going to be
mechanicals-
1 second. And that's you, Strazis. And then you said you're
8
8. Who had the 13? Did someone say 13? You said 13.
for Eliwick. 13
Eliwick?
for Eliwick.
Mm-hmm. And then 8 for your.
For Alfred.
Okay.
And then
So-
6 for me.
And 6 for good old Gavin. All right. So, what do you want to do first, Boo?
Shatter.
You want to cast Shatter up as well.
Right on the rock.
So you go up and you cast Shatter. That's going to be an auto hit. If I'm not certain, right? Or do you have to roll to hit?
It
Is
is
it not
a
a save?
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, and it wouldn't
but,
make a con save.
Yeah, inorganic material such as stone has disadvantage.
Oh, it has disadvantage, so I still have to roll. All right. And what's the save?
14. Not high.
Ooh, natural 1. Go ahead, tell me what happens with the Shatter. So roll the damage.
All right. I need to find my 3d8s.
We'll say it's an auto crit, actually. I'll just say it's
Okey
8.
dokey.
It's 3d8, so that would be 24 points of damage.
Yes.
So you go up, you cast it, and it breaks apart, but tons of this falling rock is now shattering and falling on this huge mass of people below. It's gonna, and they're big chunks of rock. This is like a meteor-sized rock that's falling down right now as you cast it up, and it broke off a section of it, but it's like falling, and now that it's pelting, and you can see from the trajectory of it, it's pretty big. And it's only creating, it spread it out even more. So you don't really know if you have to cover a section of the kids nearby or family, but that, yeah, it helped break it apart. But yeah, that's your action. Do you want to have a bonus action here, or?
That's all I got.
Okay. Angrod, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I go to the closest group of children that I see
Mm-hmm.
and basically hold up my shield and try to protect them.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to say that you just use your full action to do that. You run over, you hide, you approach the youngest looking kids who are right by Pigeon, and you hold up your shield in defense. All right, sounds good. Pigeon, what do you want to do?
Is there a direction where there's less people?
From the direction you guys all ran from
Okay.
from the high slope.
Then I'm gonna try to thunder wave up in that direction.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna do, why not 3rd level?
3rd level?
Yeah.
All right.
And so then that gives me an additional 1d8 per level.
Okay.
So I think I can do 4 with math.
Ooh, I need like better. Where's like the fun music? I'm trying to find it. Some like scary music. Yeah, there we go. That's good.
Thank you, Satan, for these 3 6s.
You're welcome.
And you're,
23
and you're doing this on what again? One
on
more
the
time?
rock.
On the rock.
I'm thunder waving it
Away.
up and away.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you cast it up there. You shatter off a part of it as well with Thunderwave, creating a loud clap that everyone has to hold their ears.
And it also
from.
it should also be pushing things.
In the direction that you cast it, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're able to break off a section of that meteor as it all falls off. As you're doing that, what you catch as you shattered it off, and it's kind of nice, though it's also a little alarming, is that everything shatters in this beautiful color of like geodes.
Jode.
So it's gorgeous. It's definitely a big geode that you're breaking apart, but it all falls in the direction you needed. You needed it too. Okay, yeah.
So, what I didn't realize is shatter is actually thunder damage. Can
Uh-huh.
if I use one of my Wrath of the Storm channel divinities, could I cut it into even smaller chunks with my thunder?
Ooh, I like that. I like that use of it.
Yeah.
I think you could. Yeah.
I
All
want to
right.
do that. I want to use one of my channel divinities to
So had you had that action, you would have used the channel divinity to
at least
shatter it
on-
even more.
on- yeah, as much as I can.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And
Pulverize it.
what kind of divinity is that again?
This is me praying to Stronmas because
Yeah.
for some reason a tiny little dwarf baby is BFFs with a giant god.
Well, you know what? As you pray for a moment, there's a real calm and serenity as you just like are like, yeah, it's like it just completely, and it turns into this beautiful geode like stone kind of spray, and it looks like it's not going to hurt people as much as it might just feel like hail on their heads, which is good. Okay, good job, the two of you. Straws.
Okay, so how big does this remain? There's like one big chunk of the rock left, right?
It looks huge. They've both done tons of damage to it.
Okay.
The center point of it, because of the shape of the sky, like above it, it's almost the size of the full ice rink, which was about, I would say, this thing looks like it weighs tons, like tons, and it's huge.
Okay, so then I feel like levitate probably won't be strong enough to hold it.
No, but if you want to hold your action, it does look like people are breaking it off. If you want to levitate against the smaller pieces of rock.
I'm just going to pick up a couple kids that are nearby and just sprint out of the way for now and see what happens later.
Sounds good.
'Cause I can't really do much against a big rock.
Okay, so as you do so, you pick up a few of the kids, you begin to run and chase away. You actually get away pretty quickly. You're fast,
Yeah,
right?
I definitely be using my bonus action to dash.
To dash. As you get everyone else seeing that you're running away, everyone else is trying to spread out of the center from where the stone rink is, so that way they can get out of the way for this. Okay, great. Thanks, Strauss. Elowick, what do you want to do?
How far away is it from me?
Currently, it looks like it's about 120 feet up or so. Because you guys can cast Thunder Wave and Shatter 120 feet, right?
I think so.
I believe both of those spells are
I'm
120.
going 60.
60. Oh, it wasn't that close yet. But
Can
it's
I wait until it's 60 and then do?
sure. It's falling at a rapid rate. We'll say that at the top of your action that happens. Yeah. It does look like next round is gonna be 60 feet away.
Okay.
It's falling
That's
fast.
I have to throw something. It's too far.
It's just this 15-foot cube
Oh.
from my
I think Thunder Wave's pretty far range.
Yeah, it
They
is.
probably wouldn't have applied earlier because we were in separate areas, but apparently my aura of protection provides +2 bonus to all saving throws.
It will, and you can tell that
Yeah.
everyone around you right now, the family, the children, everyone feels very well protected. There is this aura of like
15
glittery
feet.
protection right around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's geode like, and all the kids are like, oh. Okay, Eliwa, you want to hold your action until it gets closer or anything, or?
I'm gonna take off a patch and make a horse
Okay.
and get as many children on it to get out of the way.
Okay, use your full action. You rip off this patch. A horse appears as you get as many kids saddled up. It's probably not going to be till the next round, but you're getting kids on it successfully.
Dice lay on it.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to.
Oh wait, it's Alfred's turn. Sorry, you rolled
no.
6. It's
Oh, yeah.
Alfred's turn. The
Yeah.
mechanical dinosaur goes first.
Alfred is going. I'm gonna also encourage children to get on Alfred and the other 2 dinosaurs.
Yes.
And just like get out of the way.
A bunch of kids who don't understand what's happening are all like, yeah, as they're all hopping on dinosaurs and riding them around, the mechanical one and the normal ones. It's a sight to behold, but it is definitely succeeding. And then Gavin, what do you want to do?
I'd like to go under the area where it's like the center of where it's gonna fall and scatter my bag of beans quickly on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so your bag of beans, what does that do exactly again? So scattering them on the ground creates a special effect.
Well, it's a
Right?
so it could be a percentile or it could be DM's discretion depending on.
Let's make a giant beanstalk.
Yes. I think that if you dump the bag's contents into the ground, they explode in a 10-foot radius.
Well, not. I'm like quickly sowing them, not dumping them. Quickly planting.
I see. It does take almost a full minute for this to happen.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to plant them for a minute, but you also have the ability to just dump a bunch of them and it explodes in a 10-foot radius.
That sounds fun, but
Not so
well,
useful.
Do you know what?
there's definitely
Do you
not a
know what I'm
minute
gonna
till
say?
impact,
I'm
right?
gonna say that you can plant one and then just like pray as quickly as you can. Just roll a percentile dice because I like Bega Beans. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Is this a next round?
I'll cut it down to an action. I think that'd be fun, depending on what happens.
Yeah.
All right, what's your roll?
48.
48?
Oh.
Come on, Satan.
6 shriekers spout
Oh.
from the from the spot that you have chosen. So it's like a bunch of these shriekers begin to spurt out from the center right here, and they look very alarming as they're starting to sprout out. Okay,
Shucks.
they're like fungusy like thing. They're not good. They're poisony and yeah. So all these shriekers like begin to spread out. However, as this is happening and as this ginormous thing is
At least they're gonna
falling,
get squashed.
suddenly the ice begins to crack beneath your feet. As all of you guys don't know what's happening. You were clearly on an ice skating rink of some sort. So all of you guys just begin to run off the, you see everyone running. You see the dinosaurs getting everyone off. You yourself are shielding everyone as you're running. Everyone's running. And suddenly you guys catch from beneath the ground this ginormous explosion and eruption of ice and snow from the center. As this happens, you guys all have to shield your eyes because it's whatever's coming through is also incredibly hard and shiny. And as you guys take a moment, a giant stone giant erupts from the center, doused in full Christmas wear, wearing the glittery, snowy outfit and a huge ice cap as his, and he actually takes all the shriekers that all fall off, and everyone has to hold their breath as they get sprouted around. And his giant glittery geode stone club hits the thing in the center and explodes it, and it shatters into beautiful crystal glitter geodes everywhere as everyone cheers that Father Christmas or Father Midwinter is here.
It's a midwinter miracle.
And everyone's like, I love this part. This is my favorite part. The reenactment of the stone giant as they're all just cheering. This apparently being a part of Mirabar's stone-based minor city ritual. And he looks a lot like you.
Wow.
And you guys,
I have a horse.
you have a horse, you have your mechanical dragons, and you guys start to get pulled aside by all the officials who feel like they're obliged to give you guys a christening with the hats of Midwinter. As you can see, them also writing in the rule book that they no longer want to be able to allow teleportation in the future. And then one of them comes up to you, one of the judges says, but hey, we can't give you guys this award unless you're locals.
Why, I have a deed right here.
And we'll end there.
Is this a real giant?
It doesn't look like a real giant. It looks like
Were we
a
just, like-
celebratory event that happens at the end of the bobsledding race.
Are we trying to like break up an illusioned rock?
It seems like it was full of something of certain.
We just got played by a
glittery-
party float.
Yeah, we did. We
definitely
basically tried to destroy a party float.
But yes,
Oh,
Oops.
we
That
know
was
more
nice.
now.
Oh my god.
welcome to Mirabar at Midwinter.
I want to do a
Oh
part
my
two.
gosh, so fun.
I
Can
want
part
to do
two
a
be-
part two.
Can part two be a renovation episode?
Of your shack.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks so
Lord.
much, you guys, for tuning in.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know that I slipped a couple times and said Christmas, but I'm just so in the
Yeah,
Christmas
whatever.
spirit, and I gotta
It's
love
alright.
it. And I had so
Holidays.
much fun setting up this. So thanks, you guys, for playing.
This is so much fun.
Yeah, maybe we should go around and have everyone tell the chat where to find them.
And what you
if
guys
they
have done, just
yeah.
quickly go around the circle. JCM.
Great. Hey, I'm Jason Charles Miller. You can find me there at Facebook and Instagram, and on Twitter, I'm Jason C. Miller. I host a show on Geek and Sundry called Starter Kit, where we teach people how to play role-playing games. I'm also, you can find me right here every Tuesday on Sirens of the Realms, where I play Brig Hellclaw. And maybe I'm coming to a town near you on tour. I'm playing a residency in Vegas next month. And so just go to my website, jasoncharlesmiller.com, and you can find all the things that I do. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm Rachel. You can find me here, usually, in Girl Scouts Glory as Moira, or you can also find me on Overlight over at Geek and Sundry as Fennel, or you can also, on the 5th, see us in our second half of Tales from the Loop, and it's going to be a doozy. Oh my god, I'm so
It is
excited.
crazy.
Probably going to be a chat for it, because I
Yeah.
want to see all your reactions as shit goes
Holiday
down.
special.
You got a loop.
Extreme holiday special.
Looping it up. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm Erica. You can find me at A Style Pixie on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah. And you can find me here playing Lala. Usually I've got some big wings, and I don't have this.
It's starting to come off.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Kelly at Eurowizard, Kelly Online and everything. Good stuff. I'm on Sirens on Tuesday. I also am on Tales from the Loop. I run that game on Geek and Sundry. Please watch it. It's a really great episode. And I can't wait for you guys to see it. I'll also be in chat. And then also I was in Vampire the Masquerade, which I can talk about now this Friday, which was like one of my proudest performances ever. I don't consider myself an actor, so that was really cool for me to be like, hey, maybe I don't suck sometimes. So please watch that. I'm really proud of it. I got to be part of Jasper's story, and Alex is just an incredible actor, and Becca Scott. So it was a real reward. So yeah, that's me.
Hi, I'm Dan. You can find me on Twitter at Art of Danliness or on Instagram at The Art of Danliness. And yeah, you can see me on Twitter retweeting all my friends here.
Hi, I'm Kim Hidalgo. You can find me at Kim Hidalgo everywhere.
I'm Chandler Massey. You can find me on Instagram at The Real C Massey. And during the afternoon, you could see me on Days of Our Lives on NBC.
I don't think you've heard of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of new. It's kind of new. It
It's a
hasn't
new
been around
thing.
for like 50-something years.
53 years.
Do you currently have amnesia on the show?
No.
Evil Twin?
Okay.
No evil twin currently.
What's the
There's
point?
always something in the works.
Have
Is he
you
just like,
have you been shot or have you shot anyone?
I have both. Yeah. Been shot and shot.
You're gonna have to watch
Bingo.
it, guys.
Die.
I would recommend you
Yeah.
watch Days of Our Lives to see what special might be happening. And that's it, you guys. Welcome to Girls with Glory. Thank you so much.
Yeah.